You are now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land. True Media Boxing Radio with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up, family? This is our boy, Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. True Media Boxing Radio, True Media Podcast. We are back. We back up in here. I was on the phone with Rick Glazer. True story, dog. I'm on the phone with Rick Glazer not too long ago. Man, I honestly thought the day, I lost track of days. I was like, man, I told him, I called him. I said, I want to get you on the show this week because there's some questions I wanted to ask him. And he said, well, I can't do it tomorrow, man. Tomorrow I'm busy. Tomorrow Friday. I honestly thought the day was Monday. True. Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Like, for real. I thought the day was Monday. Mine just, you get what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you, man, like, days be like, the days be like a blur to me now. It just be like a blur to me. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, man, shit. Anyways. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody on the show, man. Shout out to Miss Black Panther. Shout out to L Harvey. L, what's going on, brother? Shout out to I was tired. I had just left the gym, man. I had them burnt I did all cardio today, and I burnt like 500 calories, bro. Between the Stairmaster, I put that on level 10, so I'm getting down on that now. The Stairmaster, the treadmill, and then I did like 20 minutes in the sauna, and I just feel weak right now. I feel weak than a motherfucker. Hey, what they say, real members say it's the Czar. Nah, you know what? I didn't even smoke anything. Nah, hey, real member, I didn't even smoke them, bro. I didn't smoke anything. Like, literally, I just came back from the gym, and I wasn't a Czar at all, bro. I wasn't high at all. It's just that I be losing track of days, man, sometimes, man. Like, I don't know, if you're a person that work a lot, you'll understand. People who work a lot, they understand, they get it. They lose track of days. Like you know what I mean? They lose track of days, bro. People who work a lot. You find me a person who who's a busy person that's always working, making money, or trying to figure out ways to make money and stuff like that. And you got your board on the wall and you sitting there just constantly thinking and studying and doing research and stuff. I promise you, bro, they lose track of days. You lose track of days, bro. Old keeper say, Coach, get some CMOS. I have CMOS. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I have CMOS. So I'm trying to tell you, bro. But anyway, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to shout out to Braska Raw. What's going on, fam? Shout out to what did it say, Miss Black Panther? You said you definitely right about that, Coach. I know I do a lot of times. Yeah, that's because you're really not focused on the time. I'm gonna tell Miss Black Panther. I'm gonna tell you what that's about. When you have people who lose track of days a lot, you lose track of time because your mind is so caught up on the mission of what it is that you're trying to do, that time doesn't even exist anymore in that realm. If you get what I'm trying to say, if you when you someone that's just so goal oriented and goal driven, and you focus on something that you're trying to accomplish, time doesn't even cross your mind anymore. At that, no, in that particular moment, of course, all of us are caught up in time. I mean, we are finite creatures. We have a point A and a point B. We live and we die. You get what I'm saying? So that's true. So, between the point A and the point B, it's what you do in between the point A and the point B, which is going to determine the outcome and stuff like that. And, but when you're trying to think of certain things and you're a goal-oriented person, you focus on a lot of shit, especially when you are at a crucial point in your life, time doesn't exist in the realm of that. True. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Shout out to Warlock. What you say, Warlock Boxing? He say, fast, coach. I live off my schedule book now. Hey, he said, I wouldn't know what day it is if it wasn't for my schedule book. Yeah, man, for real, though. For real, fam. You know what you say? John said, when you don't work a 9 to 5, it's easy to lose days. Yeah, if you're on a 9 to 5, yeah, you're right. If you're on a 9 to 5, then of course you always, man, today Monday, I can't wait to Friday to get here so I can have the weekend off, stuff like that. It's a little different. But now, check this out though. If you would, you could be working on a 9 to 5, but what if you're working on a 9 to 5 and you doing a lot of overtime? I know people who work on 9 to 5s. When they do a lot of overtime, they lose track of days. Like if you ever worked in a warehouse, I used to work in a warehouse, right? A cold storage warehouse where all of our food in America is in cold storages. You know what I mean? You have trucks go there. You have trucks that bump the dock. Bumping the dock is when, cause I used to be a truck driver. So bumping the dock is when you back up in the at a warehouse at a window or a door or whatever, and you go in the office, show them your sheet, what you coming to pick up, and then the forklift guys. The forklift guys are the guy who got the pallet jacks, the powered pallet jacks. They got to go in the freezer and pull your order out, and you got to load it up, right? With a dolly or whatever, right? I'm talking truck driver. You've been a truck driver before, you know what I'm talking about. Those guys, like I used to work in there, and I used to work at a furniture warehouse, bruh. When you working a lot of overtime, you lose track of time too. Even with a 9 to 5, when you're a person that do a lot of overtime, you'll lose track. True. Especially if you work in a warehouse. Anyway, let's get into the show. I saw an interview on YSM. Shout out to YSM. Dude over there. I don't know him, but shout out to him anyway. Malik Scott says that Deontay Wilder's career is on the line in 2025. Some would say that his career is over with. You know what I mean? So some would say that. But then of course we got a bunch of fights going down this year coming up soon. So matter of fact, let's go to boxing scene. Because I want to pull up this schedule. Pull up the fight schedule. Okay. Joe Pataya fights January the 8th. Okay. All right, cool. We're gonna look at this boxing schedule too. In a recent interview with YSM, Malik Scott explained why Deontay Wilder hasn't been able to perform the way his fans have been accustomed to seeing him perform in the past. Malik, I got a good answer for that one. That's easy. Malik feels that Deontay Wilder is the hardest hitting puncher in the history of the heavyweight division. I totally disagree with that. Even before he lost to Tyson Fury, I was like, no, man, I mean, it sounds good for marketing purposes, and I like the way they did it. They marketed Wilder. Yeah, man, he the hardest hitting heavyweight in the history of boxing. How do you know that? Like, what are you gauging that on? I know the answer to what are you gauging it on, but that's been debunked over here 1,000 times. All I gotta do pull up the level of competition. But anyways, but that's neither here nor there. But Malik Scott also admits that Wilder has lost his passion. Scott says Deontay is waking up in silk sheets. He's waking up in silk sheets now, and he doesn't have the hunger that he once had. Malik Scott also said yes when asked by the interviewer if Deontay Wilder's career is on the line this year in his next fight. Some fans believe that Malik Scott is the worst thing that happened to Deontay Wilder. I have receipts. I'm going to show you what the people are saying. Some say that Wilder never should have gotten rid of Mark Breland. I am one of those people. Since Mark Breland's unjustifiable firing, and let's not forget, Mark Breland got fired for being accused of doing something that Deontay Wilder has yet to prove. True. He said Malik Scott, Mark Breland spiked his water bottle and he had proof. And guess what? The man ain't showed proof yet. And then Malik Scott slid on in there because he was a part of the team anyways. But since the unjustifiable firing of Mark Breland, Wilder has gotten worse. It's no coincidence that Wilder's regression is connected to Malik Scott. And this ain't no shade to Malik, but if Malik is training Zerto, well, I think he's one of the trainers over there with Zerto. Zerto was always a champion before and always, was a decent fighter already, good fighter already. So people saying, yeah, man, doggone Malik Scott got Zerto looking good. I said, man, well, okay, what about the other dude that before Malik Scott got there, Zerto was looking good? Yeah, he didn't look all that against doggone Bivol, but he was still being undefeated doing his thing. So they want to give Malik Scott credit, you know what I mean? But let's be honest, Zerto had about 50 fights before Malik Scott got to him? So, and it's not like Malik, and it's not like Zerto was a Wilder. Zerto can box. Zerto has a jab. Zerto can go 12 rounds. Zerto, he just have certain tools that Wilder don't have that when Malik Scott went over there, he already had it. You get what I'm saying? So, so not taking anything away from Malik Scott, but you can't take everything away from the trainers and the other trainers that was there as well. You can't do that. Now, Scott also spoke on how Wilder trusted him to train him after the firing of Mark Breland. He said, he loved Deontay. Wilder was the one that gave him his chance. And I know why Wilder gave him his chance, because Malik Scott, if you listen to Malik Scott talk, Malik Scott is a hell of a talker. I said, yeah, Malik Scott don't put that talk game on him. And he knew that Deontay Wilder was in an emotional state. He was in an emotional weak state at the time. And, he was hanging heavy with Jabba the Hutt and the Butter Biscuits. And Jabba the Hutt and the Butter Biscuits made Wilder a victim. 6'7", 13 to 14 pound victim. Multi-millionaire victim. You get what I'm saying? 2 white managers fly around in private jets, but yeah, he the victim somehow, right? So anyway, hang around with a group of losers or do that to you. True. Anyways. The truth of the matter is this: Deontay Wilder has won 1 fight since 2019. In 5 years, he's won 1 fight in 5 years, and that was against his sparring partner Robert Helenius. Wilder has regressed tremendously, if you ask me. If Wilder can't bounce back in 2025, it might be time for him to hang up the gloves. Let's listen now. Malik Scott said something. I like this interview that YSM did. He asked some really, really good questions. Really good questions. And Malik Scott gave some really good direct answers. Let's listen to the interview. It's a short interview, like 7 minutes long. And let's read the comments to see what the people have to say. Because, we do this for the people, by the people, because we come from the people. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. Let's give Deontay Wilder, Malik Scott, YSM, and the people a round of applause. Also, become a member of the show. Click the join button. And then it's also pinned to the top of the chat. So you can become a member of the show by clicking the join button. It is what it is. And also, support the movement, Cash App, Bill Cash App, and Super Chat. Now, let's get ready to get it in. Hold on, we look like we got shout out to Dr. Mario.
Hey, okay.
For becoming a member, man. Dr. Mario, salute. Shout out to DT.
Hey, okay.
For becoming a member, man. DT is back and Dr. Mario is back. And shout out to El Robbie.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey,
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey, what it say, fam? He say, salute from San Diego, coach. Thanks for having me get through my work day. You know, that's what I do this for. You know, I do this for the people. I do this for the people who working, man. And, they know time going by slow. You can throw the old boy on, throw coach on, man. And, we going to talk that ish. We going to laugh. We're going to invite people to the block party. If they start spamming, and we're going to keep it pushing. And they're going to create another account like they always do. True. We give them a chance, though.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Man, I remember, my bro, I had like 1,000 different accounts blocked, right? Over the past 3 years. So I had unblocked everybody. Man, don't you know I got over 500 blocked right now? It's like the same accounts. It's like I said, I'm gonna stall them out now. I'm gonna give them a chance. Bro, these dudes, the same dude, when they found out they was these bot accounts or whatever, I was like, man, they just don't, so fuck it, you know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Shout out to everybody, man, but we got to say all praise due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest human being on the planet Earth. And I say that for the Haymanites out there and the Wakanda niggas, Mr. Al Heyman.
Well, I guess I got to be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me?
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name,
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Yeah, we gotta do that for them. You get what I'm saying? We gotta do that for them, man, because some motherfucker gotta keep hope alive. I had some dude send me a message in my chat. I be looking at the comments. I try to look at all the comments now. So I was looking at the comments and all that stuff there. Some dude came, he came with some crazy shit. So he mad at me. This fool mad at me because he wanted me to ask. I think Jalil Hackett was on, and they always try to make it some black thing, and yeah, man, see what it is. You tearing your own people down and yada 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 yada. And it was a Devon Haney fan, right? Devon Haney fan. I could tell by his talking points. I said this is a Devon Haney fan, and 1 minute he went to talking about John Henry Clark and all that stuff there. I'm like, man, these niggas be talking about John Henry Clark. And then shout out to John Henry Clark because he learned, him and Malcolm used to do a lot of studying together. I say, man, these niggas do lip profession online, but they don't live the life of John Henry Clark. And I'm like, what the hell does John Henry Clark got to do with boxing? Why you ain't ask him this? Okay, well, you watch the show. You can literally see him and DM and ask him. You get what I'm saying? And then when I drop the phone lines, these same dudes, they don't never call the show. They never call the show. But they want to be doggone, they want to be comment warriors and hiding behind avatars with no faces on them. Anyways, I was like, yeah, nigga, whatever. Anyways, shout out to Tony.
Hey, okay.
For becoming a member, man. Let's give all the new members, let's hit the new members, man. Y'all know what time of TI is with the hand.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
It is what it is, man. Y'all know what time of TI is. Shout out to the Face of Boxing.
Hey. Yeah. Oh, that look good. How much
Ron Ultra say, to be clear, Malik is talking about boxing career, right? Yeah. He's talking about boxing career. You get what I'm saying? And the crazy part about it, bro? Like, hey, shout out to Big Jag. Big Jag, what's up, brother? You know the crazy part about it, fam? It's like since Wilder fell off, I just thought about it, right? Since Wilder fell off, it's been a combination of things. Like over here in America, it's been the networks falling out. It's been a combination of everything, man. Everything, pay-per-view, what they call it, delaying fights. You know, we're gonna wait till it's the right time. We're gonna wait till it's the right time. Well, look, we've been trying to make, now they was 18. Now these dudes were 21, 22 years old when we were trying to make this fight. Now they 75. Yeah, okay, they 75 now. This the right time to make the fight. I'm like, that time passed 60 years ago, fam. True. Over marinating fights. Then they mad at doggone what the dude name from Cleveland? The two brothers, Jake Paul. They mad at Jake Paul. Nigga, Jake coming here making a mockery of our sport. Nah, man, the sport has made a mockery of itself. Don't nobody want to fight each other. Then they want a whole boatload of money to fight a whole head cheese sandwich, overvaluing themselves. They're like, no, I know my worth. Okay, well, if you know your worth, then the people, well, okay, well, there's a reason why the people who got the money ain't paying you what you say you know your worth is. You get what I'm saying? I see that with Superas Matias and Teofimo Lopez fight. I was looking at Ring IQ. Shout out to Jules over there, Ring IQ. And he was talking about Bob Arum is reluctant to put that Superas Matias and Teofimo fight on pay-per-view. As he should be reluctant. Man, listen, if you put Superas Matias and doggone Teofimo Lopez on pay-per-view, and Teofimo already is not a draw. He's a Hispanic that can't sell. Facts. He fighting in Hulu theaters. He fighting in movie theaters. He fighting in doggone skating rinks. He fighting in doggone Popeyes parking lot. Bro, like, I was at his fight in Vegas. I was at the MGM Grand. I was at his fight in Vegas, and then the MGM Grand has like a theater room that's attached to it where they do boxing events. I think that theater room hold about I don't know, maybe 8,000, 9,000 people, something like that. If I would just do a guesstimation, somewhere around there, right? But you know what? It don't even hold that. Let me see. It hold about 8,000, 9,000, so up in there, right? I'm gonna just do a guesstimation, right? Man, they said when I was there, it was three quarters full, bro. That's when T.O. fought Jermaine Ortiz. It was 3/4 full. That's when he did a ring walk. He was dressed as a clown and like he was in the circus or something like that. It was 3/4 full. It had Abdullah Mason on that card. It had Keyshawn Davis on that card, and I think it had Shushu on there. And it was still 3/4 full.
To this day.
So we know he can't sell at all. And then Superas Matias, bro, like, are you kidding me? Now, do I like the fight? It's a great fight. I love the fight. I can't even sit here and lie to you and say I don't like the fight. I love the fight. But Bob Arum say, I'm just saying, kid, I don't know. These guys want a boatload of money. Tio says because he's training with Canelo that he feels that he should get what Canelo makes. And I told him, I say, look here, kid, you're only making $1 million with me right now. So you want to go from $1 million. I know Tio said he only made $1 million. So since that's what Tio said out of his mouth, we going to take that and run with it. We going to take Tio words and add it to this ad lib. Yeah, kid, I only paid you $1 million because that's all you've been worth. You're not a draw. You shitted on the ground and flies refuse to come to it. You can't even attract flies to shit. That's terrible, but that's okay. Normally, Hispanic fighters are big draws. For some reason, you're not. So anyways, you want to make $10 million, right? All because you've been training with Canelo. Fine. I'm going to give you the same $1 million that I always give you. And if you want to make $9 million more, we'll put this fight pay-per-view. And let's see, can you get your people to buy your fight? True. He going to be sadly disappointed. Sadly disappointed. You get what I'm saying? He going to be sadly disappointed. I'll tell you that right now. Like, man, shit, motherfucker don't, I'm just saying, bro, like, motherfucker don't even want to come see you for free. Barely. You think, wait, well, and then how much the pay-per-view gonna be? That's another thing. And then the reason why is because, there's a lot of pirating right now. People streaming everything. Ain't nobody buying no pay-per-views. The pay-per-view market is dead. We can throw that out the window, right? Anyways, I just want to throw that out there. But we still got some good fights over here at Nick Sack Promotions.
Old pussy ass nigga, what's going on, boy? I'm telling you, boy, I'm knock your fuck ass out, boy. Blow for blow, pound for pound, nigga. I got the title, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, I'm finna knock one of you what kind of niggas out. Nigga, I got these hands, nigga. I'm throwing them paws at that nigga, finna knock your ass down again, nigga. Get your ass back up, nigga. Don't run, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, I want a hole of smoke. Nigga, I'm throwing them paws, nigga. I'm putting them hands on you, nigga. I told you what I'm gonna do to you, nigga. Catch you with the check left hook. Nigga, check left hook, nigga. I told you, boy, pound for pound, nigga. I'm the best. This more action than any Devon Haney fight. Put these paws on you, nigga. I told you, I got your back up, nigga. I got your back up. Nigga, watch that check left foot, knock your ass down again, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, it is what it is, nigga. I'm gonna make it do what it do. I'm telling you, boy, we ain't even playing over here, boy.
See, I come from the school of, dude, pay-per-view used to be an event. Just because you think you're supposed to get $10 million, don't mean you supposed to fight on pay-per-view. Dude, ain't nobody buying that, fam. Nigga, you oldest in the equation. You the oldest in the Temptations. Listen, if boxing is a group, and that group name is the Temptations, Tio will be Otis.
Hurting the group? I'm the best thing ever happened to this damn group.
Nobody's bigger than the group.
Y'all ain't stupid. I'm the one selling the records. They coming to see me.
They coming to see the Temptations.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Boy, it's a whole lot of Otises. It's a whole lot of Otises out here now. They boxing now. These dudes be running around on social media hollering about they stars and all that stuff there. They go, I'm a star. No, you's a star. All that stuff there. Yeah, no. There's a whole lot of Otises out here, bro. Whole lot of Otises. I just got to keep it real. Got to keep it real, man. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. I'm trying to tell you, boy. I don't see it everywhere.
Now, I run every kind of bitch, every kind of place, and I know one thing. When it comes down on you, you either collectivize or you run like a solitary rat.
Hey, check this out. Yesterday, I had watched the Luther Vandross documentary on CNN. I don't even watch CNN at all, but they showed Luther. So when they showed Luther, I watched it. And then after that, I had changed to another channel. I'm watching the Rocky Marathon. I'm watching all Rocky Balboas, right? Bro, let me tell you something. Watching Rocky Balboa, bro, I got so excited. Even though I knew it was fake, I say, man, they showed him fighting the Russian, right? That was a good movie. That Rocky 4. He fighting the Russian. You get what I'm saying? And I'm looking at all this unrealistic stuff. He just sitting there with his hand like this here, like, and then the Russian cock back, hit him with the right hand. Like literally, he's just sitting there, letting the man punch him. He got knocked down a couple of times in the fight and jumped right back up. Referee don't stop the fight and do a standing 8 count. None of that. He got. I say, hold on, he just got dropped. Where the standing 8 count at? Like I'm sitting there, I got my boxing mind on. I'm looking at all this fake shit, and you, bro, like you just sitting there, get out of the corner, Rocky. Like the Russian literally cocking back, hitting this man with hands and foots, and he just sitting there taking the punches. And then he come back, and then he going to the body, all that stuff there. Listen, he throwing all haymakers. I say, you know what, man? I rather watch this shit. I rather watch this shit than some of these old trash ass niggas supposed to be superstars over here in America. True. Hey, at least with Rocky, we get the fights. Listen, we get Rocky and Apollo Creed. We get Rocky and Clubber Lang. We get Rocky and the Russian. At least with Rocky, we get the fights. You get what I'm saying? We get the fights on Rocky. So, hey, you dig? Hey, that's what Bill had to say. You dig? At least with Rocky, we get the fights.
Who you think he is? DJ Quick?
No,
huh?
No, I ain't saying
Kick Capri?
I didn't say that.
Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Well, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut the fuck. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me.
I just want money. I just said.
Blue, if I raise up, gonna be trouble. Trouble. I'm walking off.
Yeah, we get the fights. We get the fights in Rocky now. Hey, listen, y'all can say what y'all want to say about Rocky, but we get the fights.
Yep, that's right. I'm running things. Cream corn. That's why they call me that. Smooth. I got more measure for your pleasure. Stick with me, baby. I'll have you farting through silk. And let a nigga mess with me. I'll jump on them. All 93 pounds of pure dynamite.
Yeah, man. Listen, all the Rockies, the first 4 Rockies was good. Anything after Rocky 4, the rest of it was trash. Anything after Rocky 4, the rest of it was trash, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It was just like, man, I don't know what happened, dog. They should have stopped that 4. When Rocky went to Russia and he won it for America, I said, go ahead, Rocco. Rocco went to Russia. You get what I'm saying? Like, listen, these dudes over here today, they scared to go to another person's neighborhood and fight. Rocky went to Russia. He went to Russia, beat a Russian in Russia, in front of all the Russians. True. You trying to get these niggas to fight, they don't even want to, nah, nigga, I live on the west side of town. You know, I ain't going to the east side to fight him. Damn, but y'all in the same city, though. Yeah, but that ain't the point. The thing is, I'm the east side, and, you know, I ain't going over there. You know, why I got to go over there? Tell him to come over here. Rocky ain't had no problem going over there. He went to Russia. You get what I'm saying? So, anyway, it is what it is. Man, y'all know what time of TI is, man. Happy New Year.
Oh, yeah. It ain't over, motherfuckers.
Came outside today, water on water, water. However you wanna play, choppers on choppers, I live at the bank, commas on commas, yeah. Paper route, Frank, hundreds on hundreds, yeah. What's that round my neck? Baggers on baggers, yeah. Just fucked up a check, fashion on fashion, yeah. Mansion party, nothing but bitches on bitches. Bad, smoking smartish, why they shaking ass and titties? Shake it. Yellow, rose, white, gold. I got on 3 tones, chocolate bit, super thick, and
Yeah, man. I mean, it is what it is, man. Now, I think the best Rocky probably was Rocky 4 because of the whole theatrics and everything in Russia. I'm not gonna lie, that might have been the best Rocky of the 4. But my favorite is Clubber Lang. My favorite Rocky 3.
Get out my face. Don't need nothing you got no more. Don't need no hair's been messing up my corner. And you better get that bad look off your face before I knock it off.
Get out while you can. Don't get this sucker no statue. Give him guts.
Get out while you can. Don't get this sucker no statue. Give him guts.
Niggas ain't got no guts. See, American fighters had guts back in the day. They ain't got no guts no more.
I am ranked number 1. 1! That means I'm the best. But this bum been taking the easy matches. Fight another bum.
You know, I am ranked number 1. 1! That means I'm the best. But this bum keep taking the easy matches. Fighting other bums.
But this bum been taking the easy matches. Fight another bum.
Nigga be fighting bums. Hey, nigga be fighting bums. And then you want to tell me, yeah, man, he the hardest hitting heavyweight in the history of boxing. The man was knocking out bombs. Bro, how can you gauge that knocking bombs out? If I've been knocking bombs out my entire career, how can you say I'm the best or the hardest hitting anything when the level of competition was at an all-time low? Hey, shout out to Tina. Tina, what's going on, sis? My matchmakers made show, not sure, show. My matchmakers made show that I was fighting dudes who was unranked, dudes that was ranked 386, you know, dudes who was ranked 500. You get what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Corey Bradley. Hey, Corey Bradley Mickey did have Rocky Ducky Clubber though. Hey, Mickey was like, I ain't no, I'm telling you, Rocco, that's it. This guy is different, Rocky. He's not like the other guys you're referring to. What are you saying, Mickey? What are you saying? I'm telling you, Cam, we had setup fights for you. My job was to make sure that you kept winning, and I did that. what do you say? I'm not good enough? Hell no, you're not good enough. You trash. We had tomato cans and fake ranking systems. We took cans. I found dudes in Mexico for you to beat up on. We got paid. We paid to sanction the bodies to put you in the ranking system, and we got you in there. You had a bunch of setups, Rocky. A bunch of setups.
But this bum is taking the easy matches, fighting other bums.
Hey, Mickey told him. Mickey like, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. No, you wouldn't fight. You can't beat that dude, dog. You wouldn't fight nobody, dog. Dog, you ain't fighting nobody, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you, fam. Like what we did, dude, you got a padded record right now. Your record padded right now. your record padded right now, fam. You got a padded record, dog. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is.
We the Charlo twins. We known for calling everybody out.
Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out,
What's
please.
up? It's the Jamal the Hitman Charlo. Let's get it. Who won it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Mellow. I tell you what, kid. I'm through. I'm finished. What are you saying? If you fight him, no more. I'm done with it. You hear me? He'll murder you, Rocky. He'll murder you. He'll murder you. You know what I mean? This guy is different. He's not like them other cans that I put you in the ring with, Rocky. This guy's different. He's from the speed streets of Chicago. He's from the hood. He's serious. He's not one of those fake snake back fighters. He's gonna tear your head off. This guy tear your head off and shit in your neck, I tell you. True. The fucking Mickey. Hey, motherfucking Mickey. Hey, listen. Mickey ain't want no smoke. Mickey was like, nah, dog. You know what, dog? I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. That dude right here. Hey, hey, listen. I ain't gonna lie to you, fam. This dude right here, he different.
Don't ever forget, when I found you, you was strung out on coke. When I found you, you was like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to Big Time Box. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat. And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that. Don't you ever forget who brought you back to Big Time Boxing. But that was the worst thing Watterson could have did. But Watterson went over ahead, took them $100 million from the zone, fought Anthony Joshua, and man, listen, they could have been on the trilogy right by now, so man, and went off into the sunset. He done brought goddamn that decision came back to bite him in the behind. But one thing I will say about Wilder though, he did give us 3 great fights with the Tyson Fury. He did that. Him and Fury did that. Because Fury looked at Wilder like the first time, because when Fury and Wilder fought, Fury was doing all that boxing and going around the ring, and Wilder was swinging wild and missing. When I'm looking at the first fight, bro, that first fight with Wilder and Fury, because I betted money on Wilder to knock Fury out that first fight. It really showed me, damn, that dude really ain't got no skills. That's when I really realized that he didn't have any skills. Because I'm looking at the windmill punches that he was throwing at Fury and missing. And Fury was doing like this here, looking like, he was throwing windmill punches, bro. Like, he was literally missing, like, the whole body. And, some say Wilder won that first fight, but I'm like, dude, what rounds did he win outside of the 2 knockdowns? I mean, Fury didn't do a whole lot because he wasn't sitting on his shots. But, bro, like, if you look at it, I'm like, Wilder was stalking him. But he was loading up on shots. Like, man, I said, Wilder gonna catch him. Then when he caught him, I think he caught him in the 9th round. Fury went down. It was kind of like a flash knockdown. Got back up. But, bro, let me tell you something. In that 12th round of that first fight, when Wilder caught doggone Fury with the straight right, he caught him with the straight right hand, and then he came back with that left hook and caught Fury. And Fury, like, he could, listen, that 2-piece, check this out. That 2-piece that Wilder caught Fury with in that first fight, bro, I thought I had won my money. Wilder caught him with that. He caught, what? Bap! With that 12th round, he caught him with that right cross, and he came back with that. Was it the right cross or the left hook? It was either left hook. It was either a jab and a right cross, or it was the right cross and left hook. It was one of the two. I think it was the right cross and left hook, if I'm not mistaken. Bro, when Fury went back and his head bounced off the canvas, and then Wilder went to the corner, Wilder with the door like this, Listen, if Wilder would have won that fight right there, if he could have won that one there, if he just could have won that one, I think that would have did a lot. That would have did a lot. That would have did a lot for his corral, for his morale. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? That would have did a lot. That would have did a lot for his morale. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, well, it was a right hand. It was a right hand, left hook. Yeah, because Wilder caught him right hand and they came back to left hook. Yeah, because I remember that. Yeah, so hey, listen, bro. So Fury said, yeah, he said I was knocked out. Fury said he was knocked out for like 3 seconds. He was knocked out for 3 seconds. So technically, Wilder did knock Tyson Fury out. Technically, right? The only problem is, the referee, Jack Reese, I think it was Jack Reese, and Jack Reese does this to everybody. If you watch how Jack Reese referees, anytime somebody get dropped, he always count. He count anyways. So, so some people felt like it was a conspiracy, but I'm like, nah, man, when you look at Jack Reese fights, like he does that. You get dropped, he gonna give you the count. He gonna give you the count. That's what he does. So Wilder went back, blowing at the crowd. I was like, yeah, nigga, it's a rap. Nigga, what's happening? It's a rap. You get what I'm saying?
To this day.
You feel me? And then something strange happened. He went to talking, he went to counting. He got to like 6. Tyson Fury's eyes was open before then. Tyson Fury was breathing a little bit hard. And then by the time he got to 8, Tyson Fury was getting up. And then when he got to 10, Tyson Fury was on his feet. And so he told Tyson Fury to walk towards me. Tyson Fury backed up. He said, no, come to me. And Tyson Fury jogged over to him. He grabbed Tyson Fury's hand and said, are you all right? He said, yeah. He rubbed his gloves together, and then the fight continued. And then Fury stepped to Wilder. Fury went at Wilder right after that, because I guess he realized he was losing that round because he got dropped. And he caught Wilder with a 2-piece right down the middle. Bap, bap. And Wilder's knees kind of buckled a little bit. And then he was on the ropes, and Fury was taking it to him, and then the bell rung, the fight was over with. So I'm like, man, then they said it was a draw. So I'm like, cool. So you give Wilder the 2 rounds, the 2 knockdown rounds. That's 4 points. That's a 2-point swing, in Wilder's direction. That's 4. And then you give him 2 more rounds between 1 through 12. Outside of the 9th round and the 12th round, which he automatically won those 2, right? So you figure out of the other 10 rounds, which rounds do you give Wilder? So they probably gave him 2 rounds, and then they gave the other rounds to the Fury. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Shout out to Brandon. Brandon, what's going on, fam? What's going on? What's going on? Hey, round 1, what you say? Round 1 say, coach, it was a slow count. They robbed me. You said it was a slow count. It was a slow count. I'm trying to tell you that. Hey, look here, man. All jokes aside, dog. If there was any other fight that Wilder should have won, it was that first one. It was that Fury fight. That first Fury fight, when he caught Fury, fresh out the crack house, weighing 700 pounds. That when he first caught Fury like that and brought him back, and he had Fury had fought like 2 tomato cans in the lead up to fighting Wilder. It was that fight. It was that fight right there. It was that fight right there. Hey, shout out to Jason. Jason said, I gave him no rounds. You give him, hey, listen, shout out to Jason, man. Shout out to Mr. Shout out to Mr. Tomato Can, Mr. Guancarlo, Dr. Mario. Shout out to AP. Hey, what did he say? He say round 1, a draw is a push. So he gets his money back. Shout out to Black Panther. What did he say? You say, coach, in the first fight, I thought Wilder was hitting him with clean punches in the first fight. In the second, Wilder just straight out got his butt whooped. I looked at that fight. Shout out to Country. Country, what's going on, fam? Shout out to Guillermo. I looked at that fight, because I bet $400 on Wilder. And then in the second fight, Miss Black Panther, I bet $400 again on Wilder. And you know what made me put my money on Wilder? Because it was this.
Don't ever forget, when I found you, you was strung out on coke. When I found you, you was like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to Big Time Box. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat. And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that.
You get what I'm saying? Bro, it was that. I saw, because I heard that passion and conviction. I heard that passion and conviction in Wilder's voice. I said, man, Tyson Fury in trouble, boy. He finna knock that motherfucker out, man. Bro, listen, literally,
Literally, I was like, man, I don't know about this here, man. I don't know if Fury want to run it back with Wilder this time.
What he says we don't believe.
You get what I'm saying? I was like, man, listen. I'm like, man, not this time right here, boy. It's over with. hey, WP say Coach got caught up in the hype. I showed up there, dog. Hey, guess what? I was at Tootsie's. If you ever been to Miami, there's a strip club, well-known, well-famous strip club right there on 183rd and 2nd Avenue called Tootsie's, right? And right there, right down the street, you got another club called The Office, and then in the Warehouse District, which is not too far, that's where the King of Diamond used to be at, KOD. But so I'm in there watching the fight, bro. Bro, it was all of Wakanda in there, me included, right? I'm sitting there, dog. Bro, we was shocked that second fight. Well, I was like, I had my mouth half open, right? I really got hyped up. I saw Wilder coming to the ring. He had the rapper from Black Lives Matter. Singing and rapping and stuff. Actually, no, you know what? No, that was the first fight. That was the first fight I got hyped up on. I was at Tootsie's. But the second fight I was here because we went live for it. We went live for that fight. But I had got hyped up right here on the podcast. I was like, yeah, man, because I'm like, okay, I ran it back, bet another 400 on Wilder, and then the Radio Raheem. It was the Radio Raheem interviews he was doing on Seconds Out. You know what I mean? When Wilder said, y'all know when Wilder said this here?
You know what I'm talking about. Y'all all know what I'm talking about, man.
Y'all, when he said this here?
I say what I say, and I deliver it.
When he told Radio Raheem?
To this day.
When he said that, I was like, oh, man, yeah, this it, bro. This it. I was like, this it. I was like, this it. It's over with. It's over with, fam. It's over with. The Tyson Fury don't stand a snowball chance in hell. Boy, I was so wrong. Man, Tyson Fury beat the brakes. And then then Fury came to the ring. I said, I ain't gonna lie. You know when I started getting a little nervous? I saw Fury come to the ring. Fury had a robe on. He had a king's robe on, and he had a crown on his head, and he had 4 women rolling him to the ring like he was in a chariot. Like he's in a chariot, right? And he just seemed so calm. Like, he just seemed so, I was like, man, why he so goddamn calm? And he kept saying he was saying he gonna knock Wilder out. He said, I'm gonna knock him out, I'm gonna knock him out in 2, maybe 3, I'm gonna knock him out. And then that's what Wilder say, you ain't never knocked nobody out. He said, you got pillow for fish. You get what I'm saying? Y'all remember that when Wilder told me you got pillow for fish? You got pillow for fish. He ain't never knocked nobody out. Talking about you go knock somebody out. What he says, we don't believe. We don't believe you when you say you go knock me out. You know what I mean? And then Wilder would have told me something. One thing about it, Tyson Fury got to be perfect for 12 rounds. I only need to be perfect for 2 seconds. You get what I'm saying? He was saying all of that and all that stuff there. He had me sold, dog. He had me sold. Then he came out with the rapper from Black Lives Matter. Then there was Black History Month. And then he had on all black. Shout out to those brothers and sisters over there in the LGBT community from the Glam Squad, Donato, and Crowley. They had I ain't know he had 2 gay men from the LGBT making his costume, but they did a nice job. I think Telly turned Wilder on. Telly is the one who turned Wilder on to the Glam Squad. So the Glam Squad over there in Beverly Hills, they made that all black costume, and they had the skull and bones and the spikes coming out of it with the red eyes. The costume looked so gangster. The costume looked so gangster. I was like, man, ain't no way, boy. Listen, boy, I feel for all that, dog. I say it ain't no way. I'm gonna tell you why. Hey, Miss Black Panther, there was no way in my mind that Deontay Wilder was going to lose on Black History Month. You get what I'm saying? There was no way in my mind that Wilder was going to lose on Black History Month. What black person in America thought Deontay Wilder was going to lose on Black History Month? Oh, Black History Month? Bro, you talking about all the ancestors. Are you talking about, listen, and then when he was coming to the ring, he had we saw pictures of Malcolm X on the wall, Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman. We saw Martin Luther King. They showed all Medgar Evers. They were showing all of Huey P. Newton. They were showing all the black leaders of the past that got killed or passed away. They showing all of that, right? I was like, man, Tyson Fury in trouble, man.
But this bum is taking the easy matches, fighting other bums.
Oh, he in trouble. Boy, listen, Bro, I would have bet my house on Deontay Wilder that night. Man, when Wilder lost, I was like, bro, I was shocked. It did. Bro, I was like, damn. And then I started getting attacked. No line because, you know, the alphabet boy, everything, they would call me a coon. Oh, man, you know, you talking about Wilder. And I wasn't talking about Wilder. I was like, man, he lost, man. And I was mad at Wilder because he had fired Mark Breland. He blamed Mark Breland for why he lost to Fury in his second fight. I been peeped the play. I said Malik Scott. Now Malik Scott was in his corner. All of a sudden, Malik Scott the lead trainer. So I know what happened, right? Malik Scott a good talker. Malik Scott put that flim-flam on him, put that good talk game on him. He ended up getting rid of Mark Breland, you know, and then, you know, Malik Scott tell him what he wanted to hear. You know, swing sweet nothings in his ear, make him feel good. Malik, you know what I'm saying? Malik, I loves you. Malik like my brother. You know what I mean? You know, I love Malik so much, I even cook for this man. I invited him to my house, and I cook for him. And I'm like, what? This nigga, where you cook for him? Hey, Telly sit there like, I can't believe this nigga. You sitting there cooking for the nigga. You ain't never cooked for me. I mean, you got kids together. We got a child together. We've been together all this time. You ain't never cooked for me, but you cooking for this nigga. Ain't this the same dude that took a dive against you? When you ain't this the same dude that took a dive against you? And you gonna cook for him? You get what I'm saying? Like, hey, tell us, man. Hey, listen, tell him a 30 ain't hot.
What about Rocky Marciano?
Oh, there they go. There they go. Every time I start talking about boxing, a white man got to pull Rocky Marciano out their ass. That's the one. Rocky Marciano. Let me tell you something wonderful. Rocky Marciano was good, but compared to Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano ain't shit.
He beat Joe Louis's ass.
Bro, hey, shout out to the way, Mr. Hale. Man, bro, it's been downhill ever since, bro. It was when Wilder lost, that's when I started getting attacked. The alphabet boys came at me. Like I was collateral damage. I'm like, no, why y'all mad at me though? The man lost, man. Well, he ain't had to been to get rid of Mark Breland. Bro, as a matter of fact, since he's gotten rid of Mark Breland, he's gotten worse. All jokes aside. I'm like, bro, he don't know how to throw a jab anymore. He don't know how to set that right hand up anymore. It's like ever since he got rid of Mark Breland, and the thing is, everybody blaming Malik Scott. Now, I met Malik Scott. In L.A. when I interviewed Joe Goosen. Shout out to my main man, Steve Kim. He made that happen. But I interviewed Joe Goosen at 10 Goosen's gym. He gave me a hat. He gave me one of his hats. I'll be wearing it on the show. And then I went to the Brick House gym. The Brick House gym in L.A., that's where Malik Scott and Deontay Wilder be at. And you're gonna see a lot of you're gonna see quite a few of the PBC guys over there. And when they come to LA, they go to the Brick House gym. That's one of the gyms they go to. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Anyway, let me show y'all. But let's listen to this here. Let's listen to this interview. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. I'm gonna let y'all see it right here. This is my main man, Malik Scott. I like Malik Scott, man. Malik Scott is a very articulate brother. I think he's out of Philly, so he got the gift of gab. He got the gift. No, well, not because he out of Philly, but I'm just saying. But Malik Scott is one of them educated brothers. He's a real smart brother. You know, like Malik Scott don't even fit the Philly mold. To be honest with you, like Malik Scott don't even look like. You know, he don't even have, you know, like Philly dudes are normally like grimy and gritty and stuff like that. When you think about Philly, because you know Philly's not that big of a city, but you know, you think about Malik Scott is a very articulate brother. He don't have that. You know, you get what I'm saying? Like he don't act like no Philly dude. He don't have no, you know, like if you see Malik Scott, no, bro, he don't give off the AP say Malik a con man. No, don't say that. No, don't say that. That man ain't no con man. Don't say that, man. Don't say that, dog. Don't say that. Don't say Malik Scott a con man. Don't do the man like that. You know what I mean? Hold on. You get what I'm saying? Hey, what he say? He said, I think of Philly. I think of Rocky fighting all the bombs.
But this bomb is taking the easy matches, fighting other bombs.
You get what I'm saying? He ain't nothing wrong with fighting a bomb or two, but Hold on. Let me see where it's at. Y'all sitting here. Malik Scott, man. I want y'all to see what the people saying in the chat, bro. Well, y'all, if y'all see what the people saying in the chat, y'all gonna be like, man, bruh, here it go right here. I do not own the rights to this material. It's for education purposes only. This is from YSM. This is the interview that Malik Scott did with YSM. I want y'all to hear this here right quick, man. Let's get it cracking. This Malik Scott right here, as y'all can see.
What do we make of Deontay at this point, man? He lost the fight against Joseph Parker, convincingly for sure, very shocking to a lot of people. Then losing to Zhang was also shocking to people, and probably.
Hold on, wait. Hold on, I gotta stop it right there. He said losing to Joseph Parker was shocking to people. I may give him that. But losing to Zhang was shocking to people. No, it wasn't shocking to me. I picked Zhang. Losing to Zhang wasn't shocking to people. I don't think nobody outside of the alphabet boys picked Wilder to beat Zhang. Ain't nobody picked him to win that fight. You know, he sitting there talking about, hey, YSM say, yeah, man, I think, you know, when losing to Zhang, that was shocking to people. It was only shocking to Jabba the Hutt and the Butter Biscuits. True. The Butter Biscuits was shocked, but outside of them, wasn't nobody shocked. But let's go.
More shocking was, you know, him saying, you know, he still wants to fight. And it kind of comes across as him being in it for like the paydays, because he's still a boatload of money, but it doesn't really seem like he has that. Maybe he has it on the outside, like that whole anger and aggressiveness, but he gets in that ring and it's just like, man, you're not really like that no more, man. Like,
hey, let's check this out. Hey, hold on. Hey, I gotta give YSM a round of applause on this old boy. He was saying all the things that the people want him to say. He asked all the right questions. I was like, yeah, man, everybody know why they ain't that dude no more, man. You know, the thing is, he ain't fighting them tomato cans no more.
But this bum is taking the easy matches, fighting other bums.
You get what I'm saying? That's why I say that first fight with Wilder and Fury, Wilder so desperately needed that fight. If he could have got that fight, but then lost the next two fights with Fury, then we could be like, okay, well, at least I beat him one time. And then I did drop him 4 times in the fight. I dropped him twice in the first fight, dropped him twice in the third fight. And he cleaned my clock in the second and third fight. But the third fight, I gave him a rumble. But the first fight I won. So really we 2-1. You get what I'm saying? But that fight being a draw, they were like, damn.
I really bomb squad no more.
Right.
so
Right. Where's it at?
Yeah, and like where does he fit in the heavyweight division now?
Well, minus the last 2 fights, he's the hardest punch in the history of the sport, subjectively, right?
Let's stop right there. He said minus the last 2 fights, you know, he's subjectively the hardest hitting puncher in the history of the sport. Bro, listen, y'all gotta stop saying this, dog. This was a narrative that was created by the PBC. This was a narrative that was created by the PBC from their marketing team. Wilder went to regurgitating it. Other trainers, Teddy Atlas, all this why I don't like these old trainers and old retired fighters, because they were saying the same thing. They were saying the same. He the hardest hitting puncher in the history of the heavyweight division. And I'm like, based on what?
To this day.
You saw how many knockouts he got? Yeah, but who was he knocking out? Like, bro, y'all totally forget about that. Who you fight matters. Bro, listen, let me tell you something. If I go to Sesame Street and I knock out 15 Snuffleupagus, 18 Big Birds, 12 Cookie Monsters, 3 Berts, and 5 Ernies, you get what I'm saying? You can't sit back and say, coach is the hardest hitting heavyweight in the history of boxing. Yeah, but I'm knocking out Snuffleupagus, Big Birds, the Cookie Monster, Bert and Ernie, Tickle Me Elmo. You get what I'm saying? Like, come on, fam. Anyways. We gotta be honest.
Yeah, then you know what I mean. It's most that has been proven on.
Yeah.
And if
If you look at would say that, and you know, what I mean, he's the hardest punch in the history of the sport, subjectively, right? Most would say that, and you know, what I mean, it's more that most.
Now he did say subjectively. I am not a part of that opinion. I'm not. Listen. He did say subjectively. I'm not a part of that.
That has been proven on.
Yeah.
And if you look at the landscape of the division, the last two fighters that he fought, in my opinion, are, you could say, probably two of the legitimately toughest guys that he's fought in his career. Like, Zhang is a southpaw, Ortiz is a southpaw. Zhang is bigger and more imposing, like, than Ortiz is. Joseph Parker has always been above average, always been a bit above good as well. And if you really study the actual fights, those fights that Deontay took on I wouldn't say short notice, like after such long layoffs, he's fighting like the best in the world. And I don't think people have a problem with that. I think that's understandable. I think the thing people have a problem with is the performance level, like him not actually going in there and performing at a certain.
Yeah, see now. Let's take it back. Malik Scott said that I think the problem, that's why he said minus the last two fights, Zhang Zhang and Joseph Parker. He said what it is people wanted him after a long layoff. He fought Joseph Parker. Now everybody thought Joseph Parker was kind of like a soft touch. Everybody kind of like looked over Joseph Parker. I had people from the UK hitting me up like, man, coach, man, Joseph Parker gonna beat Wilder. I was like, yeah, you think so? Like, yeah, man, Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker was on a 4-fight winning streak after he got knocked out by Joe Joyce. Joseph Parker was on a 4-fight winning streak. Then his 5th fight, he beat Deontay Wilder. Then after Wilder, he beat doggone Zhang. So Joseph Parker's on a 6-fight winning streak. But up until that point, fighting Wilder, he was on a 4-fight winning streak. So he's been active. So you have an active fighter fighting an inactive fighter. So when I factor that in, I say, you know what? Yeah, Joseph Parker, I can see Joseph Parker winning this fight, beating Wilder. Because, when you talk to Deontay Wilder fans, what do they say? All he got to do is land that right hand. Hey, bro, if you talk to any Deontay Wilder fan, I don't care if you catch him in China, if you find him in Hong Kong, if you find him in Tokyo, Hong Kong's in China. If you find him in Tokyo, if you find him in France, whatever the case may be, if you catch him at the local liquor store, if you talk to any Deontay Wilder fan, they're not gonna talk about his footwork. They're not gonna talk about his ring IQ. They're not gonna talk about his superior jab. They're not gonna talk about his hand-eye coordination, his timing. They ain't gonna talk about none of that. They're gonna say one thing: all he got to do is land that right hand. Shout out to Pito Frescobar. Shout out to Tony. Tony, what's going on? That's it. They don't talk about no skills. Just all he got to do. Like, okay, then what we gonna do now? Hold on. Wilder gonna come in here. He ain't gonna be able to go 12 rounds and not get hit by Wilder. I said, well, Wilder caught Joseph Parker with the right hand. And what happened to Joseph Parker? He didn't go down. He caught Joseph Parker with the right hand a couple of times. He caught Zhang with the right hand square in his face. Zhang ate it. I mean, you get what I'm saying? So it's like he's been unable to knock out these elite heavyweights, guys who are a higher caliber. Now he did knock out Tyson Fury in the first fight. I be in for 3 seconds. I think Fury said he was knocked out for like 2-3 seconds. So he did knock Fury out now. He did knock Fury out. So technically, the Gypsy King got put to sleep by Wilder. Some would say Wilder got robbed. Some would say Wilder got robbed. I'll leave that to the interpretation of y'all, because I don't want to relitigate the past. But technically, this for all you Fury fans, technically Wilder knocked out Tyson Fury. Technically. Some of y'all say the referee Jack Reed was like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5, 6. Some of y'all say Hey, shout out to Tila. Tila, some of y'all say Jack Reese was 5, 5.5, 5 3/4. Come on, Fury, get up. 5.
But this bomb is taking the easy match. Fight another bomb.
6. Tighten up, Fury. Hurry up. 6.5. Tighten up, Fury. 6 3/4. Tighten up, Fury. 6 and almost 4/4. Tighten up, Fury. 7. Some of y'all say that's what went on. Some of y'all say that's what went on. You get what I'm saying? Hey, that's what y'all say. That's what y'all say. That's what y'all say. Some of y'all say it was something nefarious going on. The white man, it was a plea that was concocted by the man in order to keep doggone our good brother Deontay Wilder from winning the fight.
Because I'm a karate man, all right? Karate man bruise on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
You get what I'm saying? Been a whole lot of barking and no biting. Yeah, pretty much. That sums up YouTube right there. So gun emoji. We gonna do A, B, C, and D. Drop phone number they'll call. And then get what? Then when you do see them, can I buy you a drink? Can I wanna buy you a drink? I used to love that song by T-Pain.
That he needs to. So I mean, it's tough right now, man, because we got to see what he want to do. We got to see. 2025 is coming up. It's up to him if he want to have a good year in a division like I know he can. The ability is definitely there. Obviously.
Listen, I totally disagree with Malik Scott. Malik Scott say the ability is there. The ability is not there. Wilder got 1 bullet in his 38. Y'all, if you guys been following me for a while, I've been saying this for a long time. I said, man, he got 1 bullet left in that rest of that 38. He got 1 shot. That's it. If he can't land that right hand square and against an elite opponent and it knocked that person out, just because he landed it against doggone Joseph Parker and he landed against Zaylee Zane and they ate it. And he landed against Tyson Fury and Tyson Fury got up both times, all 4 times. So that tells me when he's fighting elite heavyweights, he can't beat them. And Joseph Parker beating Wilder and Zaylee Zane beating Wilder dispelled of the myth that the only heavyweight in boxing can beat Wilder was doggone Tyson Fury. Because remember, the Wilder fans went to saying that Tyson Fury was a drug cheat, this and that. He was the cheat. He had egg weights in his gloves and the spiked water bottle from Mark Breland, crabbing the bucket referee. They were saying all these things, right? The autopsy, dent in the head and all that stuff there, egg weights. And then when Fury put the nail in the coffin in the 3rd fight, just flat out knocked Wilder out and had Telly in the audience crying. Then Wilder fans shifted and said, well, you know what? The only person that can beat Wilder is Tyson Fury. Wilder beat everybody else. Do you guys remember when they said that? True. Then he fought Robert Alenius, and then people looking at, boy, he knocked out Robert Alenius. And I'm like, man, this don't look like this Wilder. He'll look crazy, bro. Robert Alenius was leaning forward with his head, swinging wide. Wilder was on the ropes like this. Do y'all remember that? He was on the ropes like this. And then what happened was Robert Alenius tried to swing a wide left hook to the head or body, and Wilder had his eyeballs buck wide open. He had his eyeballs buck, and then he hit him. He knocked Robert Alenius out with the palm of his fist, bro. With the palm of his hand. He didn't even punch him. He didn't even hit him square. It was like boom. It's kind of like, you get what I'm saying? He hit him. And then Robert Alenius just laid out like he was the mummy or something. And so after that fight, they was in the press conference. That's when Wilder was crying at the press conference, and Joe and Joey Scott was hugging Wilder. Wilder said, man, y'all don't understand, man. Like, people, man, I think he said, we put our lives on the line. And, man, we just, put our lives on the line. Y'all don't understand. And then Wilder with the crying, he broke down, and Joey Scott grabbed him. He with the cry. They was up there crying together. Oh, man, that's sweet. True. Hey, Tina say, let's be honest. Wilder should retire. Hey, you know what? Listen, he gotta see what he got in 2025. He got to see what he got in 2025, Tito. I will say this here. This will be his last shot, sis. If he fight Pork Chop Willie or Whole Canned Cheese or Shouty Big Nuts or, Hobo Sam, you just got to build him back up like that. I am of the opinion, and I said this before, this is not my first time saying it, I don't see him beating anyone elite. I don't see him beating anyone elite. I'm just being honest with you.
Hunger is not the same hunger that it would be the first 2 years that he turned pro. The ability is definitely there. Obviously, the hunger is not the same hunger that it would be the first 2 years that he turned pro because, he's waking up in silk pajamas, silk Versace pajamas. He's getting in that Rolls Royce. He have everything that he came in the game for. So we'll just have to see, man. We really would just have to see, I'm
Hey, what he said? He said, Wilder waking up in them silk pajamas. He riding that Rolls Royce. You get what I'm saying? See, he ain't riding the Broham no more. He riding the Rolls Royce now. You get what I'm saying?
Now, I am the #1 contender. I'm tired of James the Poodle, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. All right, I'm tired of man driving around town in 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in a Broham.
You get what I'm saying? See, he fighting dude. You get what I'm saying? You fight. You in a Rolls Royce and you fight somebody that's still in the Broham. That's gonna be probably one of the hardest fights of your life right there. Cause he want what you got. He want what you got. You get what I'm saying? You ride around in the Broham and he ride around in 8 Rolls Royces. You feel me? And you heard Malik Scott say he getting up in silk sheets now, silk pajamas and Rolls Royces.
There's certain things that I've seen in the last 2 fights that I'm like, wow, there's certain things, great things that he would do in training camp that, he just couldn't pull the trigger on in these fights. So, we just have to see, brother. We really just have to see on which direction that we're going to go. And we have to see how 2025 come out.
Is his next fight pretty much, is his career pretty much on the line in his next fight?
Yeah. I was.
Hey, I'm listening to the interview. I'm listening to YSM. He sounded like he was disgusted asking the question too. He like, look, man, his next fight, it's his career pretty much over this next fight. Like you put him in there with Porky Pig. If he can't whoop Porky Pig, man, we gonna put him in there with Papa Smurf. Man, we just gotta, you get what I'm saying? We gonna put him in there with Mojo Jojo. We gonna put him in there with Snarf. If he's struggling with them, dog, you know what, fam? We don't see all we need to see. You get what I'm saying? We don't see all we need to see, dog. We probably just gonna have to go ahead and we probably just have to go ahead and just call it a day. That's all I'm saying, fam. Call it a day.
Get out my face. Don't need nothing you got no more. Don't need no hair's been messing up my corner. And you better get that bad look off your face before I knock it off.
Get out my face. I don't need nothing you got no more. I don't need no hair's been messing up my corner. And you better get that bad look off your face before I knock it off.
But this bomb is taking the easy neck. Fight another bomb.
Hey, Tila. Hey, you know what I mean? You better take that bad look off your face before I knock it off. So imagine the dude tell you that. Hey, just imagine you in New York somewhere. You on the subway station. You know what I mean? You in a bad mood. Somebody walk up to you. Get out my face. Don't need nothing you got no more. Don't need no hair's been messing up my corner. And you better get that bad look off your face before I knock it. Hey, I'm laughing, bro. I remember when I was younger, right? When I was a little kid. Hey, I used to be mad. No, you know how your mama get chastising you, getting on you and stuff like that, and then you mess around and have your face balled up. My mom, see, down here in the South, we call it have your face balled up. My mama say, and you better not ball your face up, unball your face. You know what I mean? You better not have your face balled up neither. Unball your face. What you got your face balled up for? That's what we should say in the South, down here in Florida. I don't know what they say anywhere else, but in Florida, that's what my mother used to say. What you got your face balled up for? And you better get that bad look up your face before I knock it off. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Second half of your career, coming off of 2 losses from 2 different opponents, I would absolutely, yes, definitely. Everything counts.
Next fight, pretty much, is his career pretty much on the line in his next fight?
Yeah, I would say so. Second half of your career, coming off of 2 losses from 2 different opponents, I would absolutely, yes, definitely. Definitely. Everything counts now at this time.
Is it difficult for you to, because I mean, I know a lot of fighters, I know a lot of trainers. I'm around with guys all the time.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I mean, there's never been a situation where I see like a trainer not cool with their fighter that they're working with, maybe like a little rift and stuff like that. But for the most part, they're pretty cool. But you and Deontay, I'll put you guys maybe in like the top 5 to 10 that I've seen in terms of like close relationship and whatever.
Me too. Yes.
So is it difficult for you to just kind of watch him go out there and, lose the way he did to Zhang, lose the way he did to Parker, took some big shots in that one, got KO'd against Zhang? Are you getting to the point where you're just like, I'm gonna train you really hard for this fight, but if you don't win, I have to think about stepping away from you, because it's not just that you're losing and you're getting knocked out, but it's also you're not listening. You're not doing anything that I'm telling you to do, not even a little bit.
Hold on, wait. Listen, hey, listen. Now, he said that Wilder not listening. He's not doing what he's telling them to do. You get what I'm saying? I don't think Wilder can do it. It's different. Malik Scott say Wilder do these amazing things in training camp. Bro, but we don't know what he doing in sparring. And then let me tell you something. Sometimes like some of these trainers, this is what they'll do, right? They'll bring in some sparring partners that they know that's gonna lay down. They gonna bring in sparring. Look at dog. Now, hold on now. We're gonna do that. We're gonna bring you in. Now I don't want you throwing nothing. You just got to be a punching bag. And then you go to hear, yeah, man, Wilder knocking out super heavyweights in sparring. And we go to hearing all these sparring stories. Well, they say Tank knocking heavyweights out, this and that. What they don't tell you, they had these dudes coming in there. The trainer will tell them. Hey, look here, check this out, baby boy. We just got you in here for punching bag purposes. Now, my fighter's a shot fighter mentally and psychologically, and right now, and we trying to make him, make sure Stella get her groove back, and we trying to bring him back. You know what I mean? So what I need you to do, dog, I'm gonna just need you to go in there, act like you're doing a little something, but don't be doing a little bit of nothing. And then you know what it is. When you look over at me, I give that wink. You know what to do. And then so I don't need you, cause sometimes they don't have these dudes coming in there talking about I want you to work. I want you to work, my guy. No, hell no. I'm saying sometimes they have a dude in there, man. Like you trying to, like if I'm trying to build somebody's confidence back up, I ain't finna pull him in there with no killer in sparring. And if I do get a killer, look here, dog. Listen, you a killer, but what I need you to do, I need you to hold back. Don't throw the right hand. If you do throw it, try to telegraph it a little bit. Let him slip it, and then let him catch it with a little something. You get what I'm saying?
But this ball been taking the easy matches, fighting other balls.
Yeah. For sure. Let's go.
Is it getting to that point, or you're not sure?
I wouldn't say that, and I probably wouldn't say that because of the relationship that me and Deontay have. This is someone that gave me an opportunity when no one wouldn't. This is someone that believed in me when no one wouldn't. And this is someone who trusted me with a very successful part. The most successful part, in my opinion, of his career. He chose me to be his head trainer and trust my...
I gotta let y'all see what the people talk about before I drop the phone line. Let me let y'all see what the people talk about. It's almost over with.
Knowledge and trust so much of me. So it's almost like, I just look at it like these things come with boxing, man. I couldn't predict that these last two fights would have ended up how they would have ended up. And then considering those two fights, things is tough right now. And I'm the last person to even consider walking away, or even consider stepping away, or consider anything like that from someone, because I know how I feel to be in the ring. I know how I feel to give it your all and it just not work out. I know how I feel to try, but it seemed like you ain't trying. I know how I feel to listen.
Hey, Malik Scott say he know what it feel like to be in the ring. That is true. He know what it feel like to try and give it his all and this and that. Listen, all jokes aside, I ain't got no shade on Malik Scott. I like Malik Scott. But I ain't gonna lie, dog. I watched about 10 Malik Scott fights. Malik Scott has always been trash. True. Now he can box. He was a pillow-fisted heavyweight. The reason why he was pillow-fisted because he wouldn't sit on his shots. Malik Scott tried to fight like he a lightweight or something, right? A welterweight, and he moved around the ring a lot. He wouldn't sit on his shots, so he was very pillow-fisted because he didn't sit on his shots. And Malik Scott punch resistant, and Malik Scott was always afraid to get hit. If you watch any of Malik Scott fights, he's afraid to get hit. Watch him, you know, and start. He did a lot of lateral movement. He was afraid to get hit. Malik Scott was, you know, I'm just being honest, dog. This ain't no shade, but I just gotta call it the way it is. True. Hey man, shout out to Solomon. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Super chat received.
He said, Coach, you killing me. He said 2025, Coach. He said you are still killing me with Mojo Jojo. Yeah, man, Mojo Jojo, man. You know, hey, listen, I used to watch the Powerpuff Girls. You know, I watched them too.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
What you say? You know, you get what I'm saying? So, no, I'm just saying, like, Malik Scott was, you know, you just gotta, I just gotta be honest, fam. Just, you know, Malik Scott, I saw 10 of his fights, bro. I even saw the fight where he took a dive against Wilder. Wilder didn't even hit the man, bro. Wilder hit the man, he did a slapping left hook, which hit Malik Scott's glove, and then he threw the right hand down the pipe. Malik Scott blocked most of it. Part of it hit Malik Scott on the forehead just a little bit, and it looked like it was choreographed. Doggone, it looked like it was choreographed. When he hit Wilder, when Wilder hit him, he looking directly at Wilder, and he's falling in slow motion. And Wilder is looking at Malik Scott as he falling to the canvas in slow motion. Malik Scott fall to the canvas, leaning down, Wilder looking at him. And then he get his leg tied up in the rope somehow. I still don't know how that happened. The fans was booing because they knew that Malik Scott took a dive. They knew that. Wilder had to walk off and looked at the crowd, stuck his tongue out. Then he came over to the ropes and put his arms on the ropes. And he did something like this here. Then he had his head down. Then he looked over to his left. And then Malik Scott is still looking at Wilder. He faking like he trying to get up, but he stumbled back down and he got counted out. True. And then after the fight, in the ring, Wilder walk up to Malik Scott and they hugging each other, making love, and you know, they ain't making love for real, but I'm just being sarcastic. But they hugging each other, and Wilder whispers something in his ear. It sounded like he said something about, yeah, man, the check don't clear, the check gonna clear, man. Don't worry about the check in the mail. Al Heyman said he got a check in the mail. You get what I'm saying? Or something like that. And bro, and then all of a sudden, they the best of friends after that, and then now doggone, he Deontay Wilder trainer. Then he Deontay Wilder trainer. Come on, fam. Anyway, let's continue.
But I feel like you seem like you ain't listening. You just going against, you know, good opponents that's making you look something that you're not. So I don't know, and that's a tough one. But I will say,
you heard what he said? He said, unless you're going against real good opponents, that's making you look like something that you're not. That's what I'm saying. While Wilder fighting the better opponents, you know, it making them look like, nah, he ain't that. He's not that. And then when you look at how the people, his handlers, structured everything with his record, I'm like, nah, because listen, bro, I was a diehard Wilder fan. But even I had to lean back like Fat Joe, as Fat Joe say, and I had to go back and look at it. I said, let me look at this guy. Let me look at these dudes he was fighting. I'm looking at his resume. I'm like, damn, this dude wasn't even ranked, dog. He had like 20 dudes that he fought that wasn't even ranked, fam. It was like 17, 18 people that wasn't even ranked. Then he had other people he was fighting that was ranked 386. Like, I can literally show it to you right now. You know, 386, ranked 400. You know, I'm like, so I had to go back into my mental Rolodex after doing my research. I said, you know what, dog, he was never that. He was never that, fam. True. He had a swag and a meanness about himself that he no longer has anymore. I think Tyson Fury took that away from him. Now, that's what's missing, the swag and the meanness. But, you know, he done hooked up with Malik Scott. He cooking for the nigga. Then, you know, Telly, he got with Telly, and, you know, that didn't work out. You know, Telly, you know, they say about in the industry ran through Telly, so that didn't work out. And then I think Wilder say he took ayahuasca. You know, Wilder rich now. He driving Rolls Royces, wearing silk pajamas. You get what I'm saying? So when you doing that and that hunger ain't there anymore, you got to be very, very careful. You got to be very, very careful about who you fight.
the relationship me and him have is one thing, but people got to keep this in mind. I came along in Deontay's career when he already had a draw with Fury. He just lost to Fury. I didn't come on and then Like, you know what I mean? These things start happening. Like, you know what I mean? If I came on off of a loss.
So what he trying to say, that's what he trying to say. He trying to say, look, I'm not responsible for Wilder losing. Listen to what he just said. Now look, I came along when he had to draw with Fury. Right, I think around that time, right after that, so I came on after a loss. You was in the corner. Fam. Yeah, so he said, yeah, these things was already happening. This what he trying to say is, Wilder losing, that was already happening before I got to him. He ain't taking no responsibility. Let's go.
The relationship me and him have is one thing, but people got to keep this in mind. I came along in Deontay's career when he already had a draw with Fury. He just lost to Fury. I didn't come on and then, like, you know what I mean, these things start happening. Like, you know what I mean? If I came on off of a loss, most people would think that him and the Fury 2 fight was one-sided. I came on for Fury 3, and that's considered one of the best trilogies. And we fought Hellenius, who just knocked off and killed Adam's career 2 times in a row, and we iced him in 1 round. So it's just ups and downs that as a trainer, as a head coach, I'm willing to go through with a fighter, especially a fighter like Deontay, who went against the odds and chose me as his trainer and believed in me and believed in my knowledge. Things that can go our way in the last 2 fights, but depending on what he want to do, things can go our way if he really want to do it. And if he really want to do it, I'm always be here for him. And if not, then, God bless him. If he want to stop or whatever it is he want to do, like, I'm always be with him with that too. So it's all good, man.
Man, anyway, let me get ready to drop these phone lines. Bruh. Yeah, I ain't gonna. Yeah, his career on the line, as he said earlier. Yeah, I think one more fight, dog. One more fight, bro. I think it's a wrap. I think it's a wrap. He's not gonna beat anybody. And I said this before. I said he's not good enough to beat anybody in the top 10. Nobody in the top 10. It ain't a heavyweight in the top 10 that you can look at and say, yeah, Wilder can beat him. He couldn't get by Joseph Parker. So that told me, I was like, nah, he can't beat nobody, bro. Anybody else he fight in that top 10, he going to sleep.
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Yeah, he going to sleep, fam. Yeah, he going to sleep, fam. I don't see him. You get what I'm saying? I just don't see it. Hey, shout out to Texas 16 South. Salute to you, fam. Shout out to Texas 16 South. Yeah, I just don't see it, fam. I just don't see it. You get what I'm saying? I don't, I think this year, what they got to do, he got to get back in there with some tomato cans, dog. Like, he got to get back to that recipe that he was on when he was fighting them dude that was unranked and stuff. But he's not going to make the kind of money that he wants to make. Turko Al-Sheikh got the money. In order to get the kind of money that he wants from Turko Al-Sheikh, he's going to have to fight the top guys. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Martin from Oakland.
Martin, Oaktown, talk to me.
Yeah, Coach, Malik out of pocket because he making it sound like he's some type of Hall of Fame coach. Like he got the fucking, resume of Emmanuel Stewart or Eddie Fudge. Like he could just walk up in there like, yeah, motherfucker, I'm the shit. This bitch-made motherfucker ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing. You don't listen to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, God damn, blood. Instead, look, I'm going to tell you like this, Coach. This is what I would say in his place. Wilder got 40-some-odd fights. He dominated for 5 years. He was the man at heavyweight. The wear and tear. He ain't no spring chicken. You know what I mean? He already got the legacy. He a future Hall of Famer. It's up to him where he wants to go from here. He has nothing left to prove. I'll support him no matter what he decides to do. He's in there with the best in the world. And you ain't always going to beat the best in the world, but, he going to give maximum effort, do his thing, whatever. I'm not going to sit there and be like, man, fuck this fool, Coach. That man trash. He ain't shit without me. He wasn't doing shit before I, picked him up off the streets and all this other shit.
Yeah.
Because that's what he making it sound like. I'm like, damn. And then that interviewer, he making it sound like, hey, I'm never going to need a Wilder interview. So I'm going to talk that shit, make it look like I'm just that guy. And I don't know, maybe that's the type of dude he is. I never I never heard of the cat or watched his channel, but they do my boy Wilder kind of foul. I'm not the biggest Wilder fan, but in all honesty, the shit these motherfuckers doing, it ain't cool, coach.
Do you think, hey, Martin, do you think that Wilder has regressed since he been with Malik Scott?
I think so, because he's doing shit he never really did before. You know what I mean? He looks like just some random athlete, you know, that just, you know, got into boxing and, you know, he just can't hold his own. He looked lightweight kind of lost, coach. I mean, because you would think like, I mean, let's just look at the Fury fight. He don't look nowhere near what he looked like in those last two Fury fights. He actually looked pretty good. He looked kind of impressive. You know, he did some shit to Fury that not even Usyk has done, and he went from that to, man, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah, I'm a big ass dude. Yeah, I got hella reach. Yeah, I got some pop, but I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. He just looked lost up in it. I think Malik brainwashed this man. I don't know if he's trying to turn him into Zerdo. I don't know if he's trying to turn him into Scrappy or anybody else who trains at Brick House, but he's fucking dude up.
All right.
You know?
Shout out to Martin, man. Old Town, man. Stand up, brother.
All right,
Old Town, stand up. Hey, y'all check this out. I always go to the chat to see what the people talk about. This is on the YSM video in the Malik Scott interview. This guy right here said Wilder should have never gotten rid of Mark Breland. This brother said Wilder ain't been right since you came around. He's talking about Malik Scott. The people ripping Malik Scott here. Yeah, man, Wilder ain't been right since Malik Scott came around. This is what he's saying. This guy say Wilder is an idiot for hiring Malik as his head trainer at the crossroads of his career. This guy say this is what Wilder gets for the slander he put on Mark Breland after he was the one who got him to championship level. I love it when karma makes its way back. Now, that's how I feel. Not necessarily the karma, but I'm like, you got rid of Mark Breland, dog. And you lied. It wasn't the fact that you fired Mark Breland. It was the fact that you lied on Mark Breland. You lied on that man, bro, and said that man did something that he did not do to justify firing him. You lied on that man. So that's why I was battling these guys from the Alphabet Boy community, because they were talking about, man, you talking about the black man. I said, but bro, y'all talking about Mark Breland. I interviewed Mark Breland's son on his channel. He said his father was getting death threats and all that stuff there. That's what he said. You know, of course it was coming from the Alphabet Boy community. Carla, hold on. You know, he was saying that there. They, you know, like, bro, you talking about the black man, but what about the black man Mark Breland? That's why I say they pick and choose when they want to be pro-black. They pro-black as long as it's a fighter who they want to support. But what about Mark Breland? Ain't he black? Last time I checked. Nah, but see, that's different. That's different. We don't like him. I'm like, man, come on, fam. They sat there and lied on the man, and then you kept the white man JD's. You kept JD's. The guy who was actually holding the water bottle in the court. Come on, fam. Carla, what's your name? You calling from?
Jamie from New York.
Jamie, talk to me.
Hey, coach. Mark Breland was a good fighter. If I'm not mistaken, on that 1984 Olympic team, I believe he was the captain. That says it all.
Yeah.
That's the best thing. Mark Breland was the best thing that ever happened to Wilder, to be honest with you. When he fired that guy, he got worse. So, coach, if he comes back, who the hell is he gonna fight?
Man, he got to fight a tomato can, dog.
Hey, exactly.
He got to fight a tomato can, dog. Like Wilder, Wilder is not an elite heavyweight anymore. Nope. He can't. I don't see him beating nobody in the top 10. Nobody.
Listen, he's got to play it safe, man. He got to play it safe, bro. He's not gonna beat nobody that's elite today. You know, Wilder loses to any C-level fighter. That's how I see it. I don't know, but you know, the man can't fight. He's straight trash, coach. It's no secret. And let me tell you how bad he is. If Peter McNeely was to come back today, and I think it's near 60, I'll put my house on Peter McNeely, bro. For real. Michael Jackson died years ago, and this motherfucker's doing the spin move in the ring. You know how crazy that is, coach? In the middle of a fight, you turn your back on your opponent. You know how dangerous that is? Yeah. That's why Zan slept him. You know what I mean? The boy's trash, man. He's got nothing. The right hand. We all know that. But, you know, if he does come back, again, I'll watch him. I wish him well. But, you know, he's going to do it for the money. And he better fight somebody who's rated like in the 400. You know, I've heard that for years, that the people that we're picking. But I don't know, man. But if he does come back, man, it would be nice to see him in with a different trainer. Malik Scott, I don't know. I don't know. He wasn't a great fighter anyway. So, but that's all I got, Coach. Respect from New York, man.
Absolutely, fam. I mean, bruh, again, I like Malik Scott. I met Malik Scott. I met him in L.A. at Brick House Gym. I met him. I met Gerald. What's the other heavyweight they had over there at PBC? Gerald Washington. Gerald Washington, that motherfucker tall. Malik Scott about 6'4". Gerald Washington about 6'6", 6'7". That's a tall. Like, God damn, this nigga tall. Anyway, and he looked mean. I was at the Brick House. This nigga tall than a motherfucker. You know what I mean? I was asking him, I said, man, when you gonna fight again? Like, man, I don't know, man. Al Heyman them got me on the shelf right now, man. I'm trying to find a fight, man. And that's what he would tell him. He said, man, if you got somebody who want to fight, man, let me know, man. I'm looking for a fight. All right, man. You know it is what it is. We gonna see what's up, and we gonna keep it cracking like it. And so yeah, man. Anyway, let's see what the people talk about in the chat. Forget what I say. The people is what matters. This guy say this is what Wilder get for the slander he put on Mark Breland. This guy say Wilder needs a real trainer. This guy needs to stop stalling his career. This guy say, bro, Malik is a good trainer and didn't change too much. I remember in the first fight against Zhang, he told Wilder to feint the jab and a bunch of simple stuff, and Wilder barely made any of the adjustments Malik told him to do. I think Wilder is ego shocked. That still falls on the trainer, though. This guy said Wilder needs to switch trainers. This is what the people are saying. So I don't want y'all talking about, man, coach over here hating. He attacking the black man. And I ain't nothing I said attack the dude. But these dudes be so busy projecting their racial inferiorities on the other people. You know what I mean? But this what it is. This what the people saying. He said, my brother. Nonsense. Malik Scott was the absolute worst pick as a trainer for a stubborn Wilder. This what the brother said. Yeah, y'all want y'all to say it again. Caller, hold on. He said, my brother. Nonsense. Malik was the absolute worst pick, as a trainer for a stubborn Deontay Wilder. There's a whole lot of people believe the same thing too. True. Swine, my brother. This brother right here say all Wilder needs was a jab. All Wilder needed was a jab. He tried to change too much. What happened to a jab prior to getting rid of Mark Breland? Inquiring minds would like to know. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? M1 from the BX.
M1, talk to me.
What's up, brother? Man, Coach, Wilder washed up now, man. Like, he should have got that bread with Anthony when he had the chance, man. That shit is over with. But one more thing, man. I'm coming as a hater today, man. I'm a hater on Bill today, man. You're giving him too much credit for going viral. And the only reason they went viral this time
what you talking about?
was because of Young Thug's trial.
Yeah, I don't.
2 years.
Yeah, I don't understand what you're talking
about. It was just a big trial that millions of people was watching, and that's why they got all that. You know what I'm saying? All that. It was not because of them.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, if you.
I
Yeah, I don't.
that trial.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. You talking about the publicity that the Haneys are getting?
Yeah.
If you listen, if you listen to anything I said when I said that, I literally said that. I say their name is popping, but what else did I say following that? I said it's popping for all of the wrong reasons.
I just saw some of the things that.
Oh, you don't know.
I ain't
okay,
see
you
that.
don't know. Okay, you don't know. All right, so I'm gonna leave it at that. You don't know.
I
Just go back and. But before you say what you say, go back and do some research. Go back and listen to what I said before you comment on it, because you comment on it and you really don't know what I said. So I think that's
No, because I didn't see the whole video, Coach. Sometimes I see your whole video. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I go to little pieces. I gotta.
Yeah, but in the video, I literally say that his name is Devon Haney name is popping. It's going viral and all that stuff there. But I said it's going viral for the wrong reasons. It's going viral for mostly tabloid type stuff. I literally say that like early in the video, the early part of the video.
All right. No, because that was a big ass trial. The judge got kicked out of his trial. His lawyer got locked up. So that was like millions of people was watching him. And once David Haney did that dumb shit with him, it was a wrap, bro. That ain't gonna stomp him. You're gonna kill him.
All right. Well, shout out to N1, man. From the BS.
All right,
Salute,
bro.
fam. Yeah. Hey, bro. Hey, let's go back and see what the people talk about. Let's go back and see what the people talk about, man. This what the people talk about. The people over here saying this here. This guy said all Wilder needed was a jab. He tried to change too much. So he felt like that Malik Scott tried to change too much for Wilder. He should have just developed a jab. That's what he's saying, right? This guy right here say Malik is the problem in the story. He said Malik Scott is the problem. This guy say 1 win and 3 losses with Malik Scott. This dude right here. Boy, the people, this is what the people saying. This ain't me. This guy say Wilder has only one weapon, his power. If the only tool you have is a hammer, then every problem has to be a nail. He ran into problems that weren't nails. You know what? I like this analogy. He needed, this go back to matchmaking. They need to put him in front of guys that's going to be like a Bermain Stavern, the second fight. A Dominique Brazil. He's going to need to be in front of guys who just going to sit there and wait for a while or walk right into the right hand. That he's going to need a nail because he's a hammer from Alabama. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, let's continue. This guy say Wilder has only one weapon, his power, which is his right hand. If the only tool you have is a hammer, then every problem has to be a nail. He ran into problems that weren't nails, and that is true. And even when he lands the hammer, because he landed the hammer against Joseph Parker, it didn't do nothing to Joseph Parker, and he landed the hammer against Zaylee Zane, it didn't do nothing to Zaylee Zane. So there you go. This guy says Scott is what's wrong with Wilder. He tried turning a power puncher into a boxer 20 years into his career. Anything outside of improving his jab and setting up a power punch is no good. So this ain't coach hating on the black man. This ain't coach selling out his own people. This ain't none of that. This is what the people are saying in the chat. So y'all got a problem with it. What y'all need to do, go to YSM interview. This interview was done on the 31st of December. Go to YSM channel and y'all can send him messages. Y'all go attack him. Attack him, call him a soon coon seller. Call him all that. Y'all go attack him. All right? Because when you tell somebody the truth, y'all, they get mad and want to make it something it's not. All right? This guy right here say, this guy is the reason Wilder started losing. This dude right here say Wilder versus Ngannou is a fight that the people will watch, that Wilder should win. I might have my money on Ngannou in this fight. This guy said, I'm sorry, I couldn't let someone train me who I beat in a pro fight. I would have chose a better trainer. And now, you know what? It's not the fact that he chose someone that he beat in a pro fight. He chose someone that took a dive for him. If you watch the fight, the man took a dive, literally. He fell in slow motion. Him and Deontay Wilder had eye contact from the time Deontay Wilder punched him on his forearms until the time he was falling down on the canvas. The man fell in slow motion. He had his left hand extended to brace his fall. And he was looking at Deontay Wilder the entire time, and Wilder was looking at him. Then Wilder broke eye contact, walked off, stuck his tongue out, looked at the fans, then walked over to the side of the ropes and had his arms on the ropes and was looking at Malik Scott. And Malik Scott was still looking at Wilder until he got counted out. True. I say that, I'm hating. I'm telling you, no, man, the man took a dive. You can look at it and see. Bro, it had got so bad. Check this out. It had got so bad. Ellie suck a nigga nutsack was like, yo, man, no. Deontay, he was trying to tell Robert Garcia, Deontay Wilder's power is real. He was like, man, he ain't even hit the man. If you remember that, there was a big controversy about that. They had Michelle Joy Phelps from Seconds Out. She was interviewing Malik Scott. Carla, hold on. Yeah, Malik, man. Yeah, Malik. She was like, yeah, Malik, man. You man, you took a dive that fight. No, see, it's easy to say that when you ain't never boxed before. But Deontay power is real. His power, like, you know, it kind of like knocked my equilibrium off. I'm like, man, come on, man, cut it out. Everybody was calling him out on that. Carla, what's your name? You calling from?
Hey, Coach. Tony, calling from Chicago.
Tony from the Shire, talk to me.
Happy New Year, Coach. I have a problem with all these. It's Malik's problem. I think it's Malik's fault. I think that's not, you know, that's deflecting accountability from Deontay. Yeah. Malik Scott did not hire himself. Somebody hired him.
That's true.
If he's not doing the job, then, you know, get rid of him. If you're getting knocked out with Malik in your corner and you don't have a problem with it, then it is what it is. I've never been a fan of a grown man or people making excuses for grown people. Grown people should take accountability for anything they do. Having said that, I think Deontay just ran into better fighters, younger fighters. Well, not younger in Zhang's case. Zhang is older. Yeah. Better fighters. He just started fighting a better level of fighters. It wasn't the PBC assembly line of tomato cans anymore. To make that turkey money, you gotta fight good fighters.
Yeah.
Joseph Parker was a world champion. Zhang was an Olympic medalist. Slow legs, slow feet, not great stamina, but a lot of power and a very, very good boxer. So for me, he could have been trained by Gus D'Amato. He could have been trained by Freddie Roach. He didn't have the basics. He didn't master the basics. Just like Joshua, these guys got into boxing late. I think Deontay got into boxing in his 20s. Joshua got into boxing at 17, 18. Your physical attributes can only take you so far.
Right.
It gets to a point where if you do not have the acumen, especially when you're getting older, if you do not have the acumen that you get, you know, from fighting over the years, you might not be able to cope. That's all I think, Coach. All Happy New Year again.
Yes, sir. Salute, fam. Happy New Year. Yeah, you know what? I get what Tony is saying, because a lot of people in the chat is blaming Malik Scott, but what he's saying is, you know, where's the accountability for Deontay Wilder? And at the end of the day, Deontay Wilder is the one that chose Malik Scott to be his trainer. And I think what Deontay Wilder is at is in his career, he has people around him that makes him feel good, but he doesn't have people around him that holds him accountable and makes him, hey, look, man, like, Wilder needs a teacher. Now, hold on, Malik Scott is a teacher. Malik Scott is a teacher, but I think their friendship is not translating into results in the ring. Because Malik say Wilder's doing all these wonderful things in training, and I just find it very hard to believe that. I'll call it, hold on. If you listen to Malik Scott, man, Deontay is incredible. He's looking phenomenal. He's in phenomenal shape. And if you hear him, like, Malik Scott is a real good talking to that nigga. Like, he's not no average guy. Like, you can't even tell he's from Philly. I don't know no Philly dudes like Malik Scott. Philly's more like a dirty, grimy, gritty city. Malik Scott don't look like the typical Philly guy. Like, he look like more of a philosophical type guy. You know, look like he read a lot of books, highly intelligent, stuff like that. Not saying anybody in Philly intelligent. I ain't saying that, but y'all get what I'm saying though. That's a certain Philly look, and Malik Scott don't fit the. Hold on. He don't fit the typical Philly guy from an image standpoint. You know, the way he talk, like he don't even talk like a Philly dude. He don't even talk like a Philly dude. You get what I'm saying? So, like, he just real smooth with it. You get what I'm saying? And But Wilder's the one that picked him. You know, so, you know, Wilder want yes men in his corner. He want people that's going, you know, and they can't tell Wilder what to do. And they tell Wilder what to do, that stop them from getting paid. So it is what it is. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, how you doing, Coach? It's round one calling from Fight Island. But hey, man, you're right. I think Wilder needs to, take the easy fight, start fighting all these other bums, build himself back up, take maybe a Ngannou fight. I could see him winning that fight, and then maybe take an AJ fight after. But other than that, I don't see him fighting anyone up top, like for the belt or anything. So I don't know. He still got, maybe give him Jake Paul. Maybe Jake Paul could take that fight, get a big payday. But he can't be fighting no more Zhang. I don't want to see him. I'd probably rather see him fight AJ because that's the fight I still want to see. A lot of people probably would want to see, but other than that, yeah, fight all these other bums. That's my call, Coach. So thank you.
All right. Bro, and another thing, even with the Anthony Joshua situation, they totally botched that, bro. Like, fam, I said this before. There's nobody that's going to convince me to turn down $100 million. Wilder and Anthony Joshua both had an opportunity on multiple occasions to fight each other for undisputed. Alexander Usyk was fighting at cruiserweight at the time. Tyson Fury didn't have a belt. Alexander Usyk didn't have a belt. And they made it over here in America with the alphabet boys. That's why I told you, anything they ride with, lose. They made it racial within the black culture. They got so deep in their tribalism. AJ ain't really black. He from the UK. He ain't black. Okay. He's Anthony Joshua, Uncle Tom. Eddie Hearn is a slave master. Y'all remember them saying all that? Oh, Carla, hold on. I said, okay, if Eddie Hearn is a slave master, why would you say that? Eddie Hearn is this and that. And I'm like, fam, you do know that Wilder got 2 white managers, right? Well, that's different. If you have a problem with the skin color of the promoter that Anthony Joshua is fighting under, why you don't have that same problem with JD's and Shelly Finkel? Like, make it make sense. You get what I'm saying? Do you got a problem with white folks or you don't have a problem with white folks? Which one it is? Because last I checked, 2 white people are controlling Deontay Wilder's career. The same thing you accuse Eddie Hearn of doing for Anthony Joshua is the exact same thing that's going on with Deontay Wilder. That's what kind of nigga logic for you, though. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Coach, what's up, man? It's Giovanni Ray down here in South Florida.
Man, Giovanni, South Florida, talk to me, fam.
Hey, man, look. I'm calling to chime in on this Wilder talk, all right? Now, I used to be a big Wilder fan, man. I still kind of am. I'm a fan of his story and how he overachieved and how he accomplished a lot.
Yeah. He has a beautiful story.
I do feel, oh man, it's an inspiring story. And I've always been a fan of him and his struggle and just how he came along and how he basically made, nothing out of something, man. This dude, what was he, a dishwasher? He needed money to support his daughter and everything that she was going through and still continues to fight through to this day.
Yeah.
And he made a lot, man, off that right hand. God bless that right hand. He overachieved a lot. But I think it's foolish for people to say, oh, Malik Scott's the issue. I personally think that Wilder's just done. That's it. Like, those Fury battles took a lot out of him, man. And maybe he's not the best boxer ever. You know what I'm saying? Maybe just a one-trick pony with the right hand, and he's gotten exposed as of late. Your previous caller stated that he fought Joseph Parker, Jay Lee Jane, guys that are real dudes out there, man. And they exposed his ass.
Yeah.
And I just think that he overachieved, and that's it. He's done. Fury took something out of him. He took something out of Fury, but I think Fury took a little bit more out of him. And he's just done, man. It is what it is. Let's not blame nobody. It's Wilder's just washed. He's gotten exposed, and he stretched out that that little bit of that talent that he had,
Yeah.
he stretched it out for as much as he could, man. He should have took that deal in the beginning when Eddie Hearn or whoever offered him that 90 mil.
You know, that was the Zone. That was the president of the Zone, and I had the video with Shelly Finkel. It was Shelly Finkel and Deontay Wilder standing right next to each other, and the interviewer, I think it was Marcos Vegas from Fight Hub. They asked him about, is there any validity to the $120 million offer that the Zone offered Deontay to fight Joshua on the Zone, and Shelly Finkel was, and Deontay was talking, and then Shelly Finkel said, "I answered that. I will answer the business questions." And he said, "Well, it wasn't 120 million. It was 100 million, and yes, it was real." Like literally, Wilder is standing right there next to him, and he's saying this, and he said, well, Wilder decided to bet on himself, and and he ended up getting like 15 million or 20 million to fight on Dominique Brazil from Showtime, and then Showtime dropped him the next fight because they lost money on that fight. They overpaid him. They lost money. Then he went to Fox. You get what I'm saying? And yeah, that's what happened, bro. Like literally, he said he betted on himself, and we believe the fight gonna be bigger later on. Where as you can see, that fight ain't never happened.
So, Coach, can I ask you? I feel like he lost out on that money.
Yes, sir.
But I feel like the bigger loss was the fans. We lost out on that shit, man.
Yeah, we did.
And that would have been way bigger than Fury Wilder 3. The fans lost out on that shit. So can I ask you, Coach, do you blame the PBC and/or Al Heyman for that decision? Because I've seen online a lot of people saying, "Oh, well, you know what? It was because of Al Heyman and he gave him that advice." Basically, like, you know what, you on that other side of the street. That's why it ain't happening, because Wilder is not going to go to the Zone and fight on your network.
No, you know what? I can't really put that on Al, man. Like, what role? Shelly Finkel. Shelly Finkel is the one that speaks for Deontay Wilder when it comes to business. I think Shelly Finkel the one told him not to take it. Now, Al Heyman probably could have said that too, and maybe the people at Showtime could have told him not to take it, or this and that. But I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Hey, listen, Giovanni, ain't nobody gonna talk me out of taking $100 million. At the end of the day, Wilder got to accept responsibility for that, because it was his decision. I'm like, man, $100 million. Anybody in my team tell me to turn down $100 million deal to fight, have a 2-fight deal with a fighter, you fired. Bro, at the end of the day, he the one made that decision, fam. So I can't put it on Al, bro.
Man. Fact, man. Money aside, you know what? It should have been like, you know what? I think I'm the baddest dude on the planet. I'm going to take on you, Joshua, whether it's on the Zone, whether it's on Nickelodeon. I want to take you out because I want to show the world that I'm going to knock your ass out. And for Joshua, vice versa. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the problem with today's day and age in boxing. It's all politics, man, and it's too much bullshit and too much numbers involved, when it should be like, yo, who got the bigger balls? Let's see. Let's go mano a mano. You know what I'm saying? It's too much numbers and less balls. Pause.
All right, salute, fam.
That's my call for the day, man.
All right. Giovanni, stand up. Salute, fam. In South Florida. Yeah, man. I'm like, yeah, man, you know. I'm like, bro, that's what was confusing me. Carla, hold on 1 second. And the reason why a lot of these guys was trying to attack me online, because I was pointing out their racial double standards. Because you can't, what it was, they were trying to make it a black and white thing. I said, well, if it's a black and white thing, please explain to me why Wilder got 2 white managers. Why does the white only apply when it's against a black fighter that you don't like? But when it's against a black fighter that you do like, you totally ignore that he got two white managers. One of the white managers we know for a fact, Shelly Finkel, told him not to take the $100 million offer from the Zone. I can literally show you the video. He's standing right there. I've done it 1,000 times on this show. I don't worry, Deontay, I got it. I answered the business questions. Well, I can confirm that it was a $100 million offer, $100 million deal, not 120. And although it was a good deal, he said it was a good deal and everything, that we believe that the fight would be bigger later on down the line. And the Zone right now doesn't have the amount of people that we think that this fight deserves, that people can watch it on their platform. So Deontay is betting on himself. This is what he said. So when I throw these uncomfortable truths out there to destroy the narrative, I'm the bad guy. I said, you guys got a problem with the truth. That's the issue, because it goes totally against the victimhood mentality that you come from. Carla, what's your name? You calling from?
It's Sean from the Heights, from DMV.
Sean from DMV, talk to me.
Look, it don't matter who you got in your corner. Eddie Futz, Angelo Dundee, it doesn't matter. If you're not going to listen to what your trainer or what your coach is telling you, it doesn't matter. You're going to get whatever you get inside that ring. You can take somebody like Devon Haney. I'm sure people been telling him for years, watch the left. But if he don't do it, then that's on him. So maybe Malik is not really a bad coach or trainer or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, Deontay got to take some accountability for this.
Yeah. Accountability.
I mean, what we talking about? I mean, you just gonna stand there and try to trade. You ain't gonna try to move. You ain't gonna try to move your footwork. You ain't got no lateral movement. All these things that you do in the gym shows up in the ring. So what we talking about?
Yeah, I mean, you know the crazy part about it. Everybody in the chat, because I don't know if you can see it, but I'm showing the actual video that where the interview was given at on YSM, and most of these people in the chat are blaming Malik Scott. They saying it's Malik Scott. He's the worst trainer. Wilder, he turned Wilder soft, this and that. But I'm like, you cannot absolve Wilder of the account of the accountability. He's the one that hired Malik Scott. And like you said, if he's not listening, then if he's not listening, then how can you blame that on Malik Scott? If the trainer is, look, I'm telling you what you need to do, and he's not doing it, then maybe that Wilder, Malik Scott, see, I think Malik Scott should be more of a friend to Wilder and a counselor, but trainer, nah, he's going to need somebody.
No.
What you think about that?
No, that ain't going to get it. I mean, we just saw Shakur have a fight, and he wasn't listening to his grandfather.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so
no, you're right.
Malik is not in the goddamn ring.
Yeah.
That's not on him. All that other shit, everybody trying to put that on Malik. Whether he a good trainer or not, now you can miss me with all that because he's not in the ring. He's not the one that's taking the punishment. So if you're in there getting punished, why don't you listen to somebody so you can stop getting punished as much as you're getting?
So why do you feel that the people are blaming Malik Scott though? Yeah.
Because they need a scapegoat. That's why. They need a scapegoat. People keep forgetting that Deontay wasn't boxing since he was like 18 years old or something like that. He came in the game late. So Malik can only work with where you got.
Yeah. Well, I think what it is, fam, is a lot of people had high hopes for, of like Malik Scott being the whisperer, so to speak, the fighter whisperer. I remember when Malik Scott, when Mark Breland got fired, and a lot of those guys who are diehard Deontay Wilder fans, on that side of the fence was saying, yeah, man, this is a good move. Malik Scott always been there. Malik gonna have Wilder right. Malik got Wilder doing stuff. They were showing what they were doing in training camp, and Wilder and Malik Scott was dancing together in the ring, and he was doing the 1-2 down the pipe on the pad. And I'm like, dude, I don't see what he doing. I don't see no sparring. I don't see him doing squats. Like he still ain't doing no squats. I'm like, dude, so they were showing us some things, and I think what it was, brother, was people had high hopes. Like they expected so much, and because they didn't get what they hoped for, Malik Scott unfortunately is the one that's getting blamed. He's the fall guy.
Okay, so let's go with that. Okay, so how far did Mark Breland go in his career?
You talking about Mark Breland personal boxing career?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about Wilder?
No, I'm saying Breland. Breland was there training him. So how far did he go in his career? Because as far as he went in his career, why the hell wouldn't you listen to him?
Yeah, Breland was there. Breland was there all the way up until the second Wilder fight. He was there. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you right now. See, Breland was there from the beginning. Breland, listen.
No, I understand that, but I'm saying in Breland's own career, how far did he go?
Oh, Mark Breland was a world champion, bro. He's a world champion. Yeah.
So if he's a world champion, why wouldn't you listen to a world champion? That shit is on Deontay.
Yeah.
That's on him.
Yeah. Now you're right. He got to accept accountability.
All of that
credit is on him, man. They want a fall guy. Hey, that's my call for today, man.
All right, salute, fam. Yeah. Now, you know what? Let me tell you something. Hey, shout out to Sean from the DMV. Matter of fact, Sean, now they might call Sean a coon or a sellout for saying that. You heard? Did you hear him cooning? they call anybody cool. Now, if you disagree, boy, if you disagree with the butter biscuits, yeah, you heard him over there cooning. Man, that messed up. He tearing down the wall. He trying to tear the black man down. And I'm like, bro, like, ain't nobody tearing this man down. People giving constructive criticism, giving their take on their opinion of this Malik Scott interview. And just because people don't agree with you, don't mean that they selling out the revolution. Don't mean that, they selling. Come on, fam. The projection is what kills me. Shout out to Lex. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. What did say, fam? He say, look at Zhang and Parker fights. Wilder isn't even throwing the right hand correctly anymore. No, he doesn't. He kind of, you know what? He always threw the windmill. He kind of throw it more like a windmill, like he's trying to swing the palm and he's doing like this here. For some reason, I'm going to tell you why I think that is, though. I think Wilder, and I don't know if you guys thought about this, but I said this before. I think Wilder, once he gets in the ring, anxiety sets in.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
I think anxiety sets in with Wilder, and he gets tired. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why I say that, fam. Because Wilder, if you look at Wilder when he's in the ring with Zhang Zhang, he was in the ring with Tyson Fury. He was in the ring with Joseph Parker. Like, bro, he was doing it. Like, bro, he was bucking his eyeballs wide open. Had his eyeball bucked open. He was on the road like in here. And he was hitting doggone. Go back and watch that fight. Bro, Parker was on his ass. He was no Diddy. He was hitting like, bro, he was doing the Harlem Shake, and he was hitting this man in the back of the head with windmill punches, bro. So that tells me, I say, you know what, Wilder anxiety sets in. I think he doesn't want to get hit. He doesn't want to get hit with a, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's up here. And see, once fear sets in and anxiety sets in, I don't care what that corner is telling you, you ain't gonna be able to execute any of that stuff. Like, bro, go back and watch the Joseph Parker fight. This man was throwing hammer punches and windmill punches, bro. Literally, to support what you're saying. He don't even throw the right hand right no more. Now, he caught Joseph Parker with quite a few right hands, but it was, you know what I mean? Like, bro, I'm like, fam, what, so I could just imagine how frustrating that could be to Malik Scott. And then go back to what the brother was saying, Sean from the DMV. He like, no, man, this man got to accept accountability. If the trainer is telling him what he's supposed to do, and Malik Scott is saying that, man, this man is, he doing these things, and he doing these things in training. Man, I'm telling you, man, and listen, in training camp, Wilder doing all the stuff I want him to do. And I'm like, for real? So I just think, man, that that Tyson Fury fight, bro. You get what I'm saying? That Tyson Fury fight, man, I think that fight broke his back, bro. He took a severe beating that fight. And then if you look at the third fight, Fury fight, bro, Fury, listen, man, bro, I swear to God, bro, I thought Fury had don't unalive that man in the ring, bro. Like, for real. Bro, I put my money on Fury to win that fight. But, bro, when I saw how he fell, I'm like, Wilder was dead tired. But one thing I would say about Wilder, he has heart. He got heart now. And listen, the man got heart, bro. I don't think nobody. So that's when Boss and Shigo were like, he got a ton of heart. Wilder has a ton of heart. He has a ton of heart. And I'm like, it was a combination of things, right? Let's go back to what the brother from Sean from DMV say. By Wilder not accepting accountability, and he has people around him that's not holding him accountable, they kind of like was going along with all of the lies with Mark Breland spiked water bottle. Remember, there was nobody white doing this. There was no other race or nationality doing this. It was these brothers over here in America who was attacking anything black that did not push the lie. If you was black, we will attack any other blacks in the name of being pro-black. If you don't push the lie that Wilder was cheated, that Wilder got, we hate with egg waste, that Wilder water bottle was spiked, that the costume was too heavy. Why they never say that? I played the video with Chris Eidick, with Chris Eidick, and in the interview Deontay Wilder, he said it was the costume. Then they moved to something else. The one lady said that Wilder had the wrong rapper bringing them to the ring, and Mark Breland spiked water bottle. The referee was a crab in the bucket. I'm like, what did the referee have to do with you getting punched in the face? So I think what it was by him being in denial, not accepting accountability for himself, and being surrounded by yes men who are not holding him accountable neither, because they probably want to tell him, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, dog, man, just whoop your ass, dog. What you mean he just whoop, man? You know he a drug cheat. Yeah, Deontay, he a drug cheat. So, so when you got yourself surrounded by people who confirming what you have programmed yourself to believe, sometimes you can tell yourself a lie so much that you start to believe the lie. That's why I'm anxious to see, when Wilder retires, I'm anxious to see, like, is there anything where he's going to be held accountable for anything? He has a beautiful story. His daughter was sick. Wilder was driving trucks. I think he was driving a beer truck or something of that sort. And he decided to start boxing in order to raise money to help his sick daughter. It's a beautiful story, bro. It's like it should be something that should be praised, but that's not what they're pushing. It should be something that should be promoted more, but Wilder's not pushing that. Wilder was pushing victimology. Wilder was pushing the white man doing me wrong. Well, how can the white man do you wrong when you got two white men working for you? The white man who working for you made you rich. Nigga, you a millionaire now. No white man got you flying around the world in private jets. That white man, doggone Shelly Finkel, hooked you up with the Saudis. You was able to get 2 bags from the Arabs. You was able to get 2 bags, one for Joseph Parker and one for Zaylee Zane. The white man did that. So I'm like, this is a privileged black man. He came from nothing. Now he's a multimillionaire. So what you talking about? Where is he a victim at? Is he a victim of silk sheets? Is he a victim of Rolls Royces? Is he a victim of millions of dollars in his bank account? Is he a victim of the mansion? Is he a victim of private jets? Last time I checked, the white folk did good by Deontay Wilder. True. So I didn't get that at all. Like, no, man, the man just lost, fam. Y'all tried to make this something it wasn't. Anyways. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, so if you got a guy who doesn't hold himself accountable for anything, hold on. Shout out to Solomon. Salute, fam. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. What to say, fam? He said, you know what, coach? It reminds me of beating a bully. He said, it reminds me of beating a bully. He said, he is never the same. He is never the same. He was never the same again. I'll call it, hold on. His mindset is messed up. Confidence is shot, especially when hit. Yeah. He looks like he's suffering from what they call it, PTSD, post-traumatic syndrome. It's like he don't want to, when I see a man bucking his eyeballs wide open, like something off the like from a minstrel show back in the 30s and 40s, when he go to bucking his eyeballs open like this, he looking like this here. I say, man, something wrong with that dude, bro.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What up, Coach? This is Coach Eddie from ATL.
Man, Coach Eddie, talk to me.
Yes, sir. Hey, it's good to see, they starting to eat themselves now. I seen the LDBC, they beefing with each other, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, Coach.
it's like a whole house of cards that's falling down, but they contributed to Deontay's downfall. You know what I'm saying? Kept feeding into that victimhood mentality, kept telling him what he wanted to hear, you know, kept pumping him up and all that stuff. But the white people, them the same people, them the ones that made him. I remember his walkout song used to be Sweet Home Alabama. It don't get no whiter than that, man. I know Deontay Wilder personally. I mean, they're serious, coach. It don't get no whiter than that.
Alabama, hey.
That was his walkout. That was his walkout song, man. You know what I'm saying? I know Deontay Wilder before he became a champion. He used to come up to our gym in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and JD's the one that made him.
Yeah.
You know, JD was paying that man. He was filling out venues out there in Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
He was white,
no
right?
White, it was them white folk there.
JD's white, right?
Yeah, he white.
Okay.
Yeah, he white. Yeah, yeah, he white. And then you know the same people. What tripped me out? Deontay Wilder got to be kicking himself right now. Yeah, he is the most high millionaire, no doubt.
Yeah, he good.
But the same people that told you turned down $120 million. Oh, that's a hard pill to swallow right there. Knowing that you could have had extra $120 million in your bank account. The man that you claim been ducking you all these years, they said, okay, we're going to give you $120 million fight the man, and you turn it down. And that ain't a duck. I don't know what it is, coach. You know, hey, I mean, 120 to fight somebody and you turn it down, that's a duck to me.
Now,
you didn't claim you want to fight the man.
What Shelly Finkel said it was $100 million, but the thing is, it's like he took listening to these advice, like Shelly Finkel has Deontay Wilder's ear. That's his manager, and JD's and Shelly Finkel is Deontay Wilder's manager, and he pretty much listens to them. Two white guys. I got to keep throwing that in there because you can't make it racial for your guy in one breath while ignoring the fact that he has two white managers that works for him, that help him make him a multimillionaire. If it wasn't for JD's and Shelly Finkel, Wilder would probably be still driving a doggone a beer truck, a truck driving what he was doing prior. You get what I'm saying? So you can't say white folk bad and evil, and Eddie Hearn, the white devil, and Joshua working for the slave master in one breath, while ignoring that Deontay Wilder have two slave masters, quote unquote, and I say that facetiously, working for him. How you gonna ignore that?
Hey, I want to make one more point, and I'm gonna let you go. Now you got to think, you got two white guys who didn't care nothing about his health. The only person that cared about his health was a black man that used to be a boxer who know what it feel like to get hit, who's seen his peers, suffering from the adverse effects of boxing. He's seen these things. He's the one that really cared about him, because it could have been another situation where he could have been like Gerald McCullough. You know what I'm saying? Needed 24-hour assistance. Basically a cripple. You know what I'm saying? This man saved his life, and that's the one that he turned on. So it don't make no sense, Coach. But that's my call.
All right, salute, fam. Yeah, you're right about that. Listen. The black man who saved his life was the one who got the can. So, I point out the double standards and the hypocrisy. Dude, you got rid of the dude. If it wasn't for Mark Breland, we never would have got a Tyson Fury third fight if it wasn't for Mark Breland. Mark Breland saved a man's life that night. What did he get in return? What you know what Mark Breland got in return? He got fired. He got fired and lied on. They fired the man and lied on the man. And the man was receiving death threats. Mark Breland. You know how I know? I had his son on the show. I remember I used to be watching the internet. That's why I went at the Alphabet Boy so hard. Because you guys talking about Coon and this and that, yada, yada, yada. But y'all don't tear down nothing but black. You tore down Mark Breland, lied on him. You tore down Terrence Crawford, lied on him. Like, everything they do is attack black. In the name of being pro-black. What does that make sense at? How can you be pro-black in one breath, but attack black in another breath? You attack white in one breath, but ignore that your fighter is being guided and led by two white men. Hey, bro, every time I ask that question, guess what? I have yet to find a pro Deontay Wilder fan answer that for me. They can't answer it. They ain't got nothing to say. You know, y'all man, see, you a sellout. You a sellout. Sir, you're not answering the question. You're not answering the question, sir. I've been on YouTube 4 years. They haven't answered the question yet, to this day. The question has not been answered. I'll call him. What's your name you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Coach? It's Jerry from Baltimore.
Jerry from Beatmore, talk to me.
Deontay Wilder, one of the biggest pieces of shit in American boxing since Riddick Bowe. He's a thug. He's a low-class individual. I've seen that when him and his brother approached Dominic Brazil when he was out shopping with his family.
Mm.
That's some low-life shit right there. Not to mention him going to that gym and beating on Charlie Zelenoff, nobody, YouTube rat, a nobody, man. Show some class. You're the fucking heavyweight champion of the world. He fought Tyson Fury 3 times. He really got his ass beat 3 times. The first time it was a draw. He didn't make no excuses. He said, okay, we got to run it back. We punched each other in the head in school. The second time he got his ass beat, Mark Breland saved him from what could have been, from what looked to me, he was getting beat to death.
Yeah,
he was bleeding out of every orifice. Yeah, he was in way bad shape. Those type of beatings are the ones that stick with you. And Breland knows that. You ain't never heard nobody say anything bad about Mark Breland.
Nobody.
He had been his trainer his entire career.
Yeah.
And what's he do? He fires him for saving him from himself. And he casts aspersions on him that he tainted his water. I mean, this is some low life shit. Okay.
But why do you call Wilder a low life though? Because of Dominique Brazil, or why is that? Like, what did he do for you to come to that conclusion?
Well, I just gave you 3 reasons. Beating up on an internet troll. You think, now you might say, well, Charlie Zelenoff talked about his daughter. Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
There's 330 million people in the United States. People are going to say bad shit about you. If Tyson Fury would have said that, you think he would have went to Tyson Fury gym and tried that shit on him? No. He did it to him because he knew he could do it to him. Bully shit. You're the heavyweight champ, bro. Show some class. You're not supposed to recognize peons like that. That's bully shit. What he did with Brazil, more bully shit. Imagine if you're out shopping with your wife and your kids, man, and you got this guy and his brother, because it wasn't just him, it was him and his brother.
I remember that.
Confronting you on a physical altercation in public. Imagine how that made that man feel. You're going to fight this man one day in the ring and get paid big money to do it. Be a professional, bro. Show a little bit of class. I try to like Deontay Wilder. I have. He made a million excuses and not one official complaint to the commission when he fought Fury. So that's why I'm so glad they fought a third time, because in the third bout, there was no more excuses to be made. You got beat worse than you did in the second bout, which was bad. And end of the day, Wilder is washed up. I thought he was close to washed up in the second Fury fight. Right now, I got a little bit of a name, and that's it. First guy that lands a decent punch on him, he's out, just like he was in his last couple of fights. He's done. So whatever he did, and I don't take away what he did. I think he had over a dozen title defenses by KO. He could really punch when he
had 10.
Yeah. But I'm not a fan of Deontay Wilder, man. I tried to be. But as we go from right here forward, I would pick any of the top guys to beat him. Dubai would murder him. Usyk would beat him. Fury, even AJ. And I always pick Wilder over AJ, but I don't know. At this point, I don't know. I don't know if he even beats AJ.
All right. Well, shout out to Jerry, man. Be more, stand up. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that with the Dominique Brazil and all that. He was with his family and all that stuff there. I remember that. I remember that. Man, but again, bro, like, again, it's a combination. It's a combination of everything, bro. Like, I'm just saying, for me, it was Mark Breland. Bro, you know how many people I've interviewed. Shout out to Jim. Hey, okay. For dropping that cash out. I mean, that super chat. Salute, fam.
Super chat.
received.
Playtime's over, boy. Hey, salute to you, Jim Mama. He's with the Huggy Bear.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Carla, hold on. Yeah, man, like for me, it's like I've interviewed everybody, bro. When I say I interview everybody, I've interviewed doggone what's my main man name? Me and him born the same day. Buddy McGirt. I've interviewed Tommy Brooks. I've interviewed doggone Joe Goosen. I've interviewed of course Bo Mack. I've interviewed Rick Glazers. I've interviewed doggone Sylvester Stallone brother. I think Frank Stallone. I've interviewed so many different people. Guess what? Out of everybody I interviewed, I've never found one person. I've interviewed James Toney. I haven't found one person to say anything bad about Mark Breland. Not one. Black, white, or Hispanic. All the people I've interviewed, nobody said nothing bad about Mark Breland. Everybody I saw, bro, they had nothing but praises. You know the only people saying something bad about Mark Breland? Deontay Wilder and Jabba the Hutt and the Butter Biscuits. True. Literally. Carla, what's the name you calling from?
Man, Coach, what's going on, man? Casino like prayers, man. We in 2025 in this motherfucker, man.
Man, Casino, talk to me.
Happy New Year.
Yes, sir. Happy New Year, brother.
Man, this is another fighter. We talking about this. I thought it's another fighter. I thought we left in 2024. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
he coming back.
Deontay
He coming back in 2025, according to what Malik Scott saying. So he coming back and.
No, he might come back, but I mean, I left him in 2024. I ain't got no money on him for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Who he supposed to be fighting?
No, we don't know yet. We don't know yet. But this supposed to be, this year. His next fight is going to tell pretty much where Deontay is at based on what Malik Scott is saying. So we'll see. If he want the big money, of course he's going to have to fight. On the Riyadh season card. The only problem with that, Casino, is he gonna be fighting the top 10 guy, and I don't think that Wilder is good enough to beat anybody in the top 10. He's probably gonna have to go back and start over from scratch, fight what he's been fighting prior to Tyson Fury.
Yeah, bro. I mean, how old is he? 38?
Yeah, Wilder about 38 years old, about 38, 39, somewhere up in there.
Man, bro, sometimes people got to know when to hang it up. You know what I'm saying? They talking about this fight going to determine where Wilder at. Bro, the last fight determined where Wilder was at. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Y'all trying to get the brother killed. You know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to get the brother killed. God damn. Bro, this shit crazy, dog.
He said the last fight. He said, man, the last fight, what y'all talking about? The last fight told us what he was at.
Man, no, for real. Because look, bro, one thing about it, bro, this nigga Deontay Wilder is a legend. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of respect for Deontay Wilder. You know why? Because don't nobody knock a nigga out like Deontay Wilder, but at the same time, don't nobody get knocked out like Deontay Wilder. Like, I ain't never seen no nigga get knocked out like Deontay Wilder. Like, he the best of both worlds. Like, at least if Deontay Wilder come in the ring, somebody getting knocked out. It's either gonna be him or the other nigga. Like, it's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? But at this point, we gotta worry about the man's health. You know what I'm saying? Because he keep getting hit in the head like that. You know what I'm saying? He done got his daughter straight. Now his daughter gonna have to get him straight. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, bro, no, bro. You need to sit down, bro, and enjoy that money, and just let these folks have it, bro. The right hand is broken. You know what I mean? That shit don't work. I don't know what happened to it, but that shit don't work no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all you had. Yeah. You feel me? So just chill. Just chill. I don't know what's going on. Like, he need to go make sure that, don't he got like a metal rod?
Yeah, well, he said his arm was broken.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, don't he got a metal rod in his hand?
Yeah, he got a metal rod, but also he said that his arm was broken when he fought Joseph Parker and Zhilei Zhang. He said, but he didn't realize it was broken. So he fought basically.
But this nigga's a liar.
He fought.
He's a liar.
So he fought Joseph Parker and Zhilei Zhang with a broken arm, and he didn't even know his arm was broken.
Bro, how the fuck you gonna know? How the fuck you don't know your arm broke, cuz? Bro, come on, man. Like, bro, say the bullshit, man. God damn. Man, what you need to do is goddamn, you need to go back to that doctor and tell them put another metal rod in that bitch. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, you need to go back to that doctor and tell them put an egg weight in your shit, nigga. Put an egg weight in your hand, nigga. Cause your shit don't work no more, bro. Like, that shit don't work no more. You finna get knocked out again. I mean, it's just, bro, I don't like seeing niggas who done get finished. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just really don't like that shit, bro. I wish people knew how to sit the fuck down. Same way I feel about Errol Spence. I hope he don't come back, and that's my favorite fighter. But goddamn, I don't want to see you die, nigga. Man, these folks got to get this shit together, bro. Somebody got to say these folks some real shit, and he quit lying, bro. Talking about his arm broke for 2 fights, bro. I'm sick of this nigga, man. I'm sick of this nigga. First Mark Breland. No, which one was first? What was the
Mark
first
Breland.
excuse?
He fired Mark Breland.
Was it the egg weight?
No, that was Mark Breland spiked the water bottle. Really, he said all of them at the same time. It was a combination of Mark Breland spiked water bottle, crabbing the bucket referee, and Tyson Fury had egg weights.
The egg weight 4. Yeah. Hear that?
Yeah.
Man, look, man. It is what it is, man, coach.
All right,
I ain't got nothing to say about this shit. We'll see what's up. We'll see what's up. All right.
ATL Stand Up Casino. Yeah, man. It was like, yeah, bro, like, and then his brother said that his brother Marcellus Wilder said that that the autopsy, they said that the autopsy revealed that Tyson Fury, that Wilder got hit with a foreign object. And I'm like, you know what? And they was running with that online. And me having a high IQ with a GED, I say, you know what? There's only one problem with that. And do you know what an autopsy is, sir? An autopsy is a medical procedure that doctors do in order to that doctors perform in the morgue, in the hospital, in order to find out what was the cause of death. So if you're trying to get me to believe that the autopsy was performed on Deontay Wilder, you're going to tell me that he died? They performed the autopsy on him. They had to cut him open, perform the autopsy, stitch him back up, and then he woke back up and realized that, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it was like some of the stuff that they said was so ignorant. And then I remember, I'm the coon, but some of the stuff they said was so ignorant. And I'm like, bro, then you had what the brother name that came from the unconscious community, Young Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh put out a petition. He put out a petition to try to get Deontay Wilder's loss reversed because he felt like there was some nefarious things that went on in the second fight. He had a petition like, bro, I've done presentations on this show about this here. I pulled it up. Y'all go to Google and type in doggone Young Pharaoh petition to get Wilder, Young Pharaoh petition.
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
Just Google it. And if you don't believe what an autopsy is, matter of fact, I can look it up for you and just read it. Matter of fact, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that because I don't want nobody thinking I'm Coach Coon and he lying and all that stuff there. Let's see. I'm going to see. All right. You gotta, hold on. All right. So go right there. Bruh. Hold on. Let's do that. And let me pull up autopsy. And pull that up because it's something I can't assume people are smart. I gotta, you know what I mean? So hold on, let's go ahead and do this first. Let's do this first. This is what I said. I said, bro, when you sit back, this for you pro-blacks. If you sit back and keep from being a victim, keep talking about what the white man or any man is doing to you, you're making yourself look weak as a people. You're making us look weak as a people. Like we just perpetual victims. Like we just people that everybody can take advantage of. And that's what you're doing. You're making us look bad as a people. Especially the men. You're making us look real bad. Man, look what they doing to us. And so you can't be, coming with that weak stuff at one breath, but then saying, you listen to Dr. Umar, in Shango shape. We got that Ogun energy, Ogun and Shango. We're strong. We're dominant people. We're rulers. How can we be rulers and dominant and strong and Shango and Ogun in one breath? But then, man, look what they doing to us in another breath. How, like Shango don't get dominated. Ogun don't get dominated. Like we rule the land. So that right there threw me off. That threw me off right there. Like that right there. So to this day. You just sit here, you don't know what I'm talking about? To this day, ain't nobody had a rebuttal for that. To this day. They had a rebuttal for that. To this day, they. So just want to let people know, an autopsy, also known as post-mortem examination or necropsy. Do you know what post-mortem examination is? That means after your demise is a medical procedure that involves a detailed examination of a body after death. Okay? So, if you have a problem, so that I just want to give it some context. Let's look at that one more time now. Again, I got a high IQ with a GED. True. Let's read that one more time now. I'm kind of slow. An autopsy, also known as post-mortem examination, is a medical procedure that involves a detailed examination of the body after death. The purpose of an autopsy is to determine the cause and manner of death, and to provide information about the deceased person's illness or disease. Y'all follow me so far? I'm just saying, do y'all think I'm a cool for saying this and reading this to you? Am I a sellout? Or do anybody feel that way? Because I'm educating people on what an autopsy is. All right, let's move on to the next one. Here's the proof. This is Boss and Shigo. This is channel. This is Marcellus Wilder, Deontay Wilder's brother. This guy says an autopsy is a post-mortem examination of a corpse to determine the cause of death. Is Fury going to fight a reinvented voodoo zombie Wilder in their trilogy? Will Crunk style boxing? Now this is what Shigo said. Breaking news. This was June 29, 2020. He said autopsy finds dent in Wilder's head. According to his brother, Marcellus Wilder, an autopsy of Deontay Wilder found a dent in his head from his last fight, which was not caused by a punch or a glove. Do anybody look at this as cooning? Do anybody look at me as being a sellout? Or, I'm just asking. Phone lines open 530-494-9636. I just want to throw that out there. This how dumb these people are on who follow Wilder on YouTube. Jabba the Hutt and the Butter Business, some of the dumbest people I've ever seen in my life. Like literally, y'all took this and ran with this. You can't make this up. If you don't believe me, all you got to do is Google it.
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
That's all you got to do. I'm just saying. That's all you got to do. You get what I'm saying? So, So I'm just pointing out, look, man, like this can't be possible, fam, because, it ain't making no sense. It ain't making no sense, fam. If you don't believe, the autopsy showed that it was a dent in his head. So I ask questions like, okay, let me say this before I forget. So I ask questions like, okay, if he got a dent in his head, why is he fighting with Tyson Fury for the third time? When in boxing they do a medical examination. Is the dent still there? Okay, he had a dent in his head from an egg weight, according to the autopsy, according to what the brother said. All right, cool. So is the dent still there? Because he fought Tyson Fury the third time. Well, what was the dent? Did they find the dent? Did it disappear? Because he fought Joseph Parker and Zaylee Zane right after that. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm asking. Like, you know, we were supposed to find to this day. We were supposed to find, like, we came with receipts. You know, I got proof. It's 2025. We still ain't found out about the water bottle if it was spiked. We still ain't found out about the crab in the bucket referee. That hasn't been proven. Now, you know, we still haven't found out about the dent. Is the dent still there? I'm just asking. So the dent ain't there no more. All right, so we just gonna forget about all of that. All right, cool, no problem. All right, let's go over here. So I read to y'all. So we know what a autopsy is, right? All right, cool. Let's go right here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and pull this up right here. And pull this up right here. I just want to, you know what I mean? Let's go right here. One more again. This is from WBN, right? Deontay Wilder head injury not caused by a glove, fist, says brother. Did Coach Malachi say this? No. Did anyone in the chat say this? No. His brother said it. Shout out to Jamal Johnson. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. Jamal said that, what you say, Jamal? Jamal said that the bomb squad has been defused. To this day. And he said that it's over for the PBC. He said it's over. The PBC is dead. He said, Coach, can Wilder beat any top 15 heavyweight? All praise due to Al Heyman. I got to look at the top 15 and see.
Well, you know, I guess I got to be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman.
I got to look at the top 15 and see.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
He ain't beating nobody in the top 10. Top 15, I got to look at them last 5. He ain't beating nobody in the top 10. Anyway, let's continue to read. Deontay Wilder has a dent in his head that could not have been caused by a glove, according to his brother and cruiserweight fighter Marcelo's. In an Instagram post from Marcelo's account, Wilder World 2 made serious and bizarre accusations against Tyson Fury in a recent story. In it, Wilder calls tests an autopsy for which Wilder would have to be dead first, and alludes to the former WBC heavyweight champion having problems in his entourage. Marcelo's claims a doctor has diagnosed Deontay Wilder with a trauma ailment that wasn't from a fist. The statement reopens a debate that raged on social media videos for the last few months. Now, the only people who were talking about it was doggone the butter biscuits. The Shea Butter Lifetime Revolutionaries and the butter biscuits. They were the one that was making all kind of videos. Nah, man, you sure we're happy? You get what I'm saying? We saw the autopsy. The autopsy said. Then I said, you do know that an autopsy is a medical procedure that doctors perform in order to determine the cause of death. That means that and that means that the body had to be dead. You know, that ain't the only way you can do an autopsy. That ain't the only way. There's other ways you can do the autopsy. You're cool. You're a sellout. And I'm like, oh my God, you can't be this stupid. But y'all making us look bad as a people, dog. Do you know how people were looking at us online, bro? They're just supporting you with black folks. All the black folks out there watching this show. Do you know how people were looking at us online, bro? These niggas talking about autopsy. Egg weights. Have you ever seen an egg weight? I used to shadow box with egg weights. It's physically impossible to box with an egg weight in your glove. Literally. You're going to have a bulge in the middle of your hand, and you can't put it in the glove first and then put your fist in it, because if you put somebody, you're going to hurt your fist. The egg weights are going to hit your knuckles. Now, you can say, well, they got the hand wraps in there. But if you know anything about those gloves, they fit your hand. There's no egg weight is about 3.5 pounds. It's about 3.5 pounds, fam. Dudes talk about egg weights and they ain't never seen one. True. Bro, they're making that look bad. So I gotta go online to defend our people's honor. I got attacked for that. I said, these niggas making that look bad than the motherfucker, man. Like, I know y'all ain't saying this. Anyway, let's continue. So it says, you know it's Deontay Wilder did. Now, this is what Marcellus Wilder said. Deontay Wilder's brother. You know it's crazy when you great, they got to do everything underneath real to figure out how to stop you, said Wilder. The most wicked-ish about is people on your team will do anything for the hate. Money will help them ops take you down. This is what Wilder was saying, Deontay Wilder. It was discovered, I think this was Marcellus Wilder. It was discovered by doctors that my brother has a dent on the side of his head. This is due to a blunt object struck against his head from the last fight. No glove or fist was able to cause the damage, according to autopsy tests. Adding that Wilder would not be avoiding the contracted third fight with Fury, Marcellus concluded, my daddy once told me, if you pull a gun out on someone, you better off them. Because if you don't, they will come back to unalive you. The king is about to rise again, and we coming for blood. This is what the man said. True, true, true. People were laughing at us all over the world, bro. People were laughing at us all over the world. Literally. Bro, my IQ just dropped 25 points reading that. Hey, Schoolo say, Coach, why you read it like that? Hey, bro, I'm just like, you know what, like, you know, I was the bad guy. I'm still trying to figure out how I became the bad guy. I'm like, bro, like, y'all making us look bad, dog. Y'all making us look bad as a people. Shout out to Reggie. Reggie, what's going on, fam? Y'all making us look bad as a people, dog. I gotta come try to clean it up. And I got attacked. You know, you better not come to no fights. Bro, let me tell y'all something. Carla, hold on. Somebody remind me in the chat after this call, I got to share with you a phone call that I received from Joey Scott. This is the true story. Carla, what's your name? You calling from?
Troy Graham. Tomorrow. What's going on, brother? What's going on?
Troy, be more. Talk to me.
Man, pure comedy today, man. Wasn't sure if I was going to call in, but it's worth it because he should have retired after he made that comment. But he doesn't have the passion for the sport anymore.
Mm.
I know that maybe it was 2 years ago, right? Or 2022, 2023. I really don't remember which one. But that's when, as a fighter, you know, you ain't supposed to be stepping back in the ring. And also, after he got dropped in his last fight, it looked like he turned around to pick something up. He got hit so hard that he turned around, looked like he went to pick up his wallet or his house keys. And Zhang hit him again, and he was like, where am I? You need to sit your behind down. You ain't got it. You know, you had Mark Breland in your corner, and you didn't listen to his teachings at all. You listened to JD's, who's never trained anybody. You listened to this brother here who's training you now, who took a dive for you. You could only be as good as the people that's training you, which makes them no damn good. Have a good day, brother.
All right, salute, fam. Mr. Juan Carlos say, Coach, you went against the king of Wakanda. That's all. Nah, bro, it wasn't even that, bro. It like they took it as though I was going against Wilder, but I wasn't going against Wilder. I'm like, fam, the man just lost. I betted money on him. I lost $400 that fight. The man just lost. Like, what y'all doing? Y'all making us look bad and weak as a people. Like, we can't take no L and we lose. You know, you made it racial. You trying to make some civil rights stuff. Like there was no accountability nowhere. We pro-black, but then we're attacking black. You know, I got hit with egg weights. And I'm like, bro, how y'all believe that? This how I know these dudes never boxed before. Dude, have you ever seen an egg weight, fam? An egg weight's about 3.5 pounds. Have you ever seen an egg weight, brother? Show me how you can get an egg weight inside of a glove. With hand wraps. Hold on, with hand wraps on your hand. So you got your hand wrapped. How? How you was able to do that? The commissioner is in the locker room. JD's is in the locker room physically watching Tyson Fury hands get wrapped. They check the gloves. They pick their gloves the day before the fight, or 2 days before the fight. 2 days before the fight, something of that sort. 2-3 days before the fight, they pick which pair of gloves they're going to wear. The week of the fight, they pick which pair of gloves they're going to wear. And then once both sides pick them, they mark them, they wrap them up. The commissioner take them, wrap them up, and they get both teams get 2 pair of gloves. They take and wrap them up, and then they put them in a safe until the day of the fight. They put them in a safe. They're talking about autopsies. I'm like, bro, y'all making us look bad, dog. You know how ignorant that look? I was the bad guy. Nigga, I got death threats. You know, they sent me gun emojis, demon face emojis. You know, I defeated all of them very easily. But I'm just saying, like, this what was going on around that time. Bro, y'all don't understand. If you go back and look at my old videos from 2021 and 2022, I'm telling you, bro, I was on a tear. I was on the tear. Like, bro, I'm dead serious, bro. Like, literally, I was bodying everything. Literally, I'm talking about, when I say everything, I'm talking about everything from the Butter Biscuit boxing community. I was bodying all that there, bro. All of them, you know, it was probably about 10, 11 of them. Like, I bodied every last one of them. Every last one of them. Then they sent all their subscribers over here. I'm like, man, y'all, listen, fam. Y'all making us look bad, bro. Then doggone young Pharaoh, matter of fact, let me show y'all this here. I don't want nobody thinking I'm lying. I know y'all gonna think I'm lying. Don't worry about it. I know y'all don't believe me. Y'all don't believe me. Go to Google, type in young Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh, Deontay Wilder petition. I ain't making this up. Coach making it up, huh? Coach, you making it up. Made us look bad as a people. Coach, you making this up. That ain't happening. Bam! Change.org. Young Pharaoh. Disqualify Tyson Fury for cheating in both fights and grant Deontay Wilder a 44-0 record. This petition has 13,410 signatures as of to date. True. To this day. Young Pharaoh. Anybody don't know what Young Pharaoh look like? I'll pull his picture up. Matter of fact, just in case y'all don't know what Young Pharaoh look like, I'll pull his picture. Let me go to Google. Don't everybody believe in Google?
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
Oh, just in case somebody think I'm lying. Oh, Coach lying. Ain't nobody saying that, man. That man, okay, I don't want about me. I got receipts. Okay, all right, it's Young Pharaoh. Where's Young Pharaoh? Where's Young Pharaoh? All right. Here goes Young Pharaoh right here. I want nobody else. This is Young Pharaoh. This brother right here. He's a pseudo-scientist that came out of the conscious community. I remember I used to watch on the TV. I remember when he got out of jail, out of prison. He's pseudo as hell. Pseudo. This is the brother who wrote this petition that we're reading right here. I see the the super chat, I will read it. Young Pharaoh have a 125 slide PowerPoint proving that Tyson Fury cheated in both fights versus Deontay Wilder. Look at the grammatical errors and how all of this is jumbled together. This right here, and guess what? This dude had a following. He had people following him. Literally, he had a following. I can't make this up. Let's continue. Versus Deontay Wilder, as well as other times in his career as far back as 5 years. This has been acknowledged by professional boxers such as Errol Spence, Steve Cunningham, as well as Charles Martin. Mainstream media is keeping quiet about, well, it's so hard for me to read this, keeping quiet about this issue despite being asked by professional boxers above to investigate because my PowerPoint will show, bro, you can't make this up. Run-on sentences, no missing periods, miscapitalization of words. You don't break the paragraph is not broken up. Bro, this is one long paragraph with so much. Oh my God. And guess what? And this dude had a follower.
Ran off on the floor twice.
These are the people who was attacking me online. These were the people who were telling me I better not come to the fight. These were the people who were telling me to drop the addy. These were the people who were telling me I got shooters, homie. These people were the ones who were sending me gun emojis and demon face emojis. You can't make this up.
I say what I say, and I deliver it.
For real though.
I just got one thing to lay on you cats and now split. That I am declaring war on anybody who sells drugs in our community.
But Black Dynamite, I sell drugs to the community.
Anyway, let's continue to read. Mainstream media is keeping quiet about this issue despite being asked by professional boxers above to investigate, as my PowerPoint will show. I believe bigger organizations than mainstream outlets conspired against the Wilder. Deontay Wilder took everything this guy said and said the same thing. It was a conspiracy against him, with their motivation being of racial bias, which is causing them to blatantly turn a blind eye to Tyson Fury breaking the rules in boxing. There's only one problem with that. Deontay Wilder got 2 white managers, and one of his white managers was right there in the locker room watching Tyson Fury hands get wrapped. So if it was racial bias and Deontay Wilder had a white man, his manager and advisor, Shelly Finkel, in there watching, what role did the white manager, who is still on Deontay Wilder's team, play in the racial bias against Deontay Wilder? Crickets. True. Crickets. So this is the petition. He says, please sign this petition and help us not only preserve the integrity of the sport of boxing, but ensure the safety of all fighters in combat sports, despite their ethnicity or racial background. Combat sports are dangerous enough. It should not be putting a fighter's life. Bro, this guy say combat sports are dangerous enough. It should not be putting, run on sentence. Bro, you can't make this up. Combat sports is combat sports is a dangerous sport. It should not be, bro, look at this. Combat sports are dangerous enough. It should not be putting a fighter's life beyond that they signed. Tyson Fury punched misspelled Deontay Wilder name. Tyson Fury punched Deontay Wilder with his bare knuckles because his left hand was not fully in the glove. So now the dude went to talking about airways. Now he's talking about the man hand not being fully in the glove. Now he's talking about the first fight. He's confusing the first and the second fight. Lord have mercy. Caller, what's your name when you calling from? You the last call.
Man, what's going on, Coach? It's gonna be real quick. It's gonna like Fred 2 times, man. But all these complaints, all the cap and excuses that Wilder made, and you bringing it to my attention, because I really don't pay attention to this shit. But do you think all this shit is coming, like the egg weight and all that? Do you think that it's a possibility that he can't take accountability and he's saying it got to be a hard object in his glove because he got a metal rod in his hand and he was knocking everybody out with that metal rod? Like, you think it's anything about that metal rod? Like,
once he started having hand problems, he did have surgery and stuff like that, but yeah, it goes back to the accountability. Like, this man has been unable to hold himself accountable for anything, and it appears that the only type of people that he want around him are yes men who are going to go along with it, and that seems to be the issue. And I think that's why he has regressed. You know, he wasn't really no good fighter anyways, but he's regressed as a fighter because, bro, he tells himself these things that it's anything other than I just wasn't good enough, I lost. And that's the problem. No accountability at all, brother.
Okay. I mean, basically what I'm saying is, like, do you think that, all right, put it like this. If you got a weapon and you basically like, I'm the only person supposed to have this shit, and then you get knocked the fuck out, and then now you saying they got a weapon. Like,
I'm saying, do you think that metal rod is why he hit so fucking hard? That's basically my answer.
I mean, it's a possibility. I don't know exactly when he got it and put in his hand though. To be honest with you, So I mean, was he knocking people out before the metal rod? I would assume so. And then once he started having hand issues, they put it in. I mean, that's a possibility. I mean, if you got it in there, it can't hurt. If you got metal rods in his hand, it definitely can't hurt. So it can't, So I believe it can't hurt him. So I believe it was helping him. I believe that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? When you complain, bro, it makes people start looking at your ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's all I got to say.
All right, salute, fam. Yeah, man. Yeah, y'all go ahead and block Buddy up. Get him out of here. Same dude. You keep making accounts. Don't worry about it. They're gonna block it. Y'all invite him to the block party. y'all invite him to the block party. What's your name, Elliot? We holler. Invite you to the block party, fam. Anyways, shout out to Mr. T. Hey, okay. Dropping that $2 super chat. What it say, fam? He say, Coach, Fury had the 4-star Dragon Ball in his gloves. But what I'm saying, Mr. T, I'm just saying that, bro, it just made us look bad, bro.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I was battling this type of ignorance, bro. Like, these are the people who was attacking me. That's why I called them low IQ. I'm like, these dudes ain't got the intellectual fortitude to even deal with someone like me. You get what I'm saying? Bro, like, I've never seen nothing like this. Also, Tyson Fury has blood on his hand wraps, which means the blood on his wrist area of the glove, to which his fist was not properly in the glove, bro, this is a long run-on sentence. My God, bro. And you know the saddest part about this? Look at this here. He says, if we allow this to happen, if we allow this to happen, this endangers all fighters and will jeopardize the integrity of all combat sports, not just boxing. We must be led by virtue and integrity. Deontay Wilder has his career. You can't make this up. This dude had a following. People sending him money. People threatening me over stuff that he said. Deontay Wilder wrongfully has his career stolen from him and will no longer have a chance to make history breaking the records he was on the verge of breaking if we allow this. This will impact his mental health and life as a human outside the sport of boxing if we sit back and allow this heinous act. Thank you and much love, family. And guess what the worst part about this here? It says Young Pharaoh right here. I showed y'all a picture of what Young Pharaoh looked like. This who wrote this petition. This dude right here on the right. And the sad part about it is this here. You think that's the sad part? Guess what the sad part about it is? Y'all want to know what the sad part about it is? What's the sad part about it? The sad part about it is this here. This shit got 13,410 signatures. True. 13,000 people read that shit and signed it. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Bruh. In Shango shape. To this day. Bro, you can't make this up. 13,000 people.
Don't ever forget, when I found you, you was strung out on coke. When I found you, you was like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to big time box. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat. And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that.
Oh my God, bruh. Anyway, we gotta say all praise due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest human being on the planet Earth, Mr. Al.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and sing Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
but a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Hey, look here, we got cash apps. We got 2 sponsors. Shout out to B&T Towing. Dropping that quarter of a bam. A hundo on your boy.
Super chat received.
Not 3 quarters on $30. Salute to you, fam. We gotta hit him with the Huggy Bear. He say Happy New Year, coach. Salute to the chat. B&T Towing said Happy New Year and salute to the chat. Hey, Happy New Year to you, brother, and salute to you, fam, man. We really appreciate, man, the support, man. I really appreciate it, brother. Shout out to Mr. Guanacarlo. For dropping that half for bam, hundo on your boy.
Super chat received.
What to say, fam? He say new start. He say new start. And blessings, brother. Yeah, I appreciate you, fam. Salute to you, fam. Let's hit everybody, our sponsors, B&T Towing and Mr. Guanacarlo. Let's hit them with the hug.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Okay, let's give our sponsors a shout out. Shout out to Mr. Guanacarlo. Shout out, listen, oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, no, this B Norman. This B Norman Sr. All right. Shout out to B Norman Sr. Salute to you, fam. Shout out our sponsors. Shout out to Mr. T. Shout out to Jamal. Shout out to Jim. Jim 82. Salute, brother. Shout out to Solomon. Shout out to Lex Parker. Shout out to Mr. T. I pity the fool.
But this ball been taking the easy matches. Fighting other balls.
Shout out to okay, Solomon again. Shout out to Tony. Shout out to Tony. Shout out to El Robbie. Salute, fam. Shout out to my brother DT and Dr. Mario for becoming members. Let's give the members and the cash shoppers and super chatters a round of applause. Sponsors. Bruh, let's give a shout out to the callers, people who took the time out of their busy day to call the show. Shout out to Martin from Oaktown. Jamie from New York. Shout out to M1 from the BX. Shout out to Tony from the Shy. Round 1 in the building. Shout out to Giovanni from South Florida. Shout out to Sean from the DMV. Coach Eddie from the ATL. Jared from B-More, Baltimore, stand up. Shout out to Casino Light Prayers, ATL 2 times. And shout out to Troy from B-More. Let's give the callers a round of applause. Shout out to my brother Damian Bennett as well. And since Baltimore did call the show and represent, let's give a shout out to the King of Boxing.
Hey, yeah. Ooh, that look good.
I'm just saying, fam. I'm just saying. You get what I'm saying? Bro, we can't, listen, man, we can't be taking on these inferior positions, bro. And I say this time and time again, bro. If you believe you're a king or a ruler, act like it. If you believe you're a god, act like it. Kings don't make excuses, and gods are not victims of nobody. If I believe that, when I was in the nation, according to the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, we're taught that the black man is the original man. He's the owner, the maker, the cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe. If I believe that, there's no such thing as me believing that I'm the owner, the maker, the cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe. I'm the original man in one breath, but in the next breath, I'm crying and complaining, man, look what they doing to us. They holding us down. What God get held down? True. It's very simple, and what I'm saying is not rocket science. It's very simple, fam. It is what it is. Let's give a shout out to everybody in the chat. But before we do, we got to say all praise is due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest human being on the planet Earth. And I say that facetiously, Mr. Al Haney.
Well, I guess I got to be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman, I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Anybody, man, I'm again, bro, like this is the level of ignorance that I was fighting or battling online, bro. This was the level of ignorance. You get what I'm saying? So now y'all understand my pain. Now you feel my pain. You feel me? Riley, get him.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Man, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to Brandon Calhoun. Miss Black Panther. Shout out to Superman. Shout out to John. Shout out to Jamie from New York. Listen, shout out to my brother Bernard Hackett, man, and shout out to Jaleel Hackett, man. Bernard, you did a wonderful job on Jaleel, man. Like bro, that's probably one of the best interviews I've done. One of them. Shout out to B. Norman Sr., man. And Greg Hackett, man. Greg Hackett as well. You know, they got a fight coming up. I'm gonna get both of them on the show, man. We gonna get it cracking. Shout out to Jamie from New York. Shout out to Tila North Omaha Stand Up. G5 from the Bronx. WP33. Shout out to JC. Shout out to Daniel Agnew. Schoolo X-Man. G5 from the Bronx. Shout out to who else we got in the building, man? Shout out to Dr. Tony. Dr. Paul Evans. Salute to you. Shout out to Mr. Corey Bradley. Dr. Mario. Shout out to Kenneth Johnson. Shout out to Jason Phillips. Jason Follower of Christ. Shout out to Mar. He said Michael Benson reporting Wilder has retired on X. No, that's not Michael Benson. That's a fake account. Shout out to Michael Benson account got bought out by Turkey Al-Sheikh and it's now become the Ring magazine. So that's not Michael Benson. Shout out to Summer in November. Shout out to The Natural, Daniel Agnew, G5, Mr. Brian Norman. Oh, salute, fam. Yeah, I see B. Norman right here. B. Norman, I got you, fam. I just saw you. Shout out to Schoolo X-Man, Marcus King, the Boxing Podcast Menu. Shout out to Cooker Research Senior. And shout out to anyone else I might have forgotten. It is what it is, man. Salute to everybody. Y'all know what time of TI is. We ain't playing with them.
Oh, yeah. It ain't over, motherfuckers.
Came outside today, water on water, water. However you wanna play, choppers on choppers, I live at the bank, commas on commas, yeah. Paper route, Frank, hundreds on hundreds, yeah. What's that round my neck? Baggers on baggers, yeah. Just fucked up a check, fashion on fashion, yeah. Matching party, nothing but bitches on bitches. Bad, smoking smartish, why they shaking ass and titties? Shake it. Yellow, rose, white, gold. I got on 3 tones, chocolate bit, super thick, and
You know, in 2025, man, you gotta stop having a victimhood mentality. We don't participate in the victimhood Olympics, victim Olympics. No, right now, man, you gotta stand on business in 2025. If you're trying to get rich, trying to get money, trying to take care of your family, don't let nothing or nobody stand in your way, and don't let nothing or nobody tell you what you can and can't do. You cannot go into 2025 with a defeatist mentality.
Hey, who was you, pimp? Hey, what the fuck?
What the
Get your
fuck?
motherfucker. Hey, this nigga squeezing me. Get this freak
Hey,
ass
player,
nigga up
you
out
ain't
me,
hear my
bro.
nigga say
What
back
the
the fuck up, dude?
Shout out to my brother, man, and we did this for the hood.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
I'm tired of hearing about niggas catching bullets with their teeth.
I am sick of hearing these bullshit Superman stories about the Wassa legendary Bruce Leroy catching bullets with his teeth. Catches bullets with his teeth? Nigga, please.
Shout out to all of the lovers out there.
Make it last. Make it last forever. Don't let I love you.
Shout out to everybody watching us on X. Shout out to everybody watching us on Rumble and IG. And shout out to the Tenderoni, the PYTs, and the Honey Dips. It is what it is. Oh, also, I forgot. I meant to tell y'all about what happened with Joey Scott. So Joey Scott, which is Deontay Wilder's strength and conditioning coach, he reached out to me via Instagram, and he said he needed to talk to me. He was very respectful, called me king and all that stuff there, right? So I gave him my phone number, and we spoke. No, he gave me his phone number. He sent me his phone number in the DM, and I ended up calling him, right? So I was taking a walk through my neighborhood, and I was called him, and the brother told me, he said, man, look here, man, look, King, man, you know, we got to do better with our people and stuff like that. He said, man, you know, you've been talking kind of crazy about Deontay Wilder. And I told him, I said, no, dog, I ain't been talking crazy, man. I said, man, I got dudes talking crazy about me. These dudes talking about what they gonna do and all this stuff there. And he said, yeah, man, no, what it is, man, is, you know, man, I got people on our team, they talking about, you know, doing something to you. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to say he said on his team. I don't want to throw the brother under the bus like that. But he just said that it's people talking about doing something to you. And I was like, yeah, man, what we got to do is, you know, I'm going to reach out to the brother and call him. Like, the brother reached out to me to talk to me. He was very respectful. I got a lot of love for Joey Scott. But, like, literally, bro, like, dudes, they were dead serious about that. They were talking about, yeah, man, they were talking about doing something to me. Now, I ain't going to tell you now. I'm going to be honest with you now. That shit wouldn't have worked. You get what I'm saying? It wouldn't have worked. I'm like, dog, I don't know what you thinking, dog. Like, I ain't one of these YouTube niggas, dog. Like, that shit ain't gonna, whatever plan y'all got, that shit ain't gonna happen. We ain't gonna work, bro. Like, I'm connected. You get what I'm saying? So, but no, he called me, but I respect the fact that he reached out to me. He was like, yeah, man, dude was talking about doing something to me. Cause I was calling, cause I was in my bag. I was in my bag at that point. You get what I'm saying? So, like, literally, bro, I got the receipts on that. But me and that brother spoke about that. So, shout out to Malik Scott. Not Malik Scott, Joey Scott. Him and Malik Scott have no relations. They have no relations. You get what I'm saying? So, but shout out to everybody, man, in the chat, man. Shout out to doggone WP33. Shout out to Jamie from New York, Heavy Chevy, Daniel Agnew, Round 1, Dr. Mario, Summer in November. Let's see, Clayton Skills, Clayton Silk, salute. Salute you. Oh, man, I got to go, man. God damn. Sorry about that, man. I'll holler at y'all, man. My motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.